Okay, people, what's up? We are live. Happy to be back as always, right? So we're gonna keep working on this game. Remember it, Spaceman Memories. Yesterday, I had been working on this new stuff that I was trying to figure out yesterday. Remember, I was trying to fix up this map because it was a fucking mess. So I'm trying to reorganize the map and restart it because it was like a testing map for new ideas and shit. But I figured out yesterday that I just wanted to restart it, right? So the last thing that we were doing yesterday was trying to figure out this masking of the forest when we get into them on these sides of the let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna switch up something here. Yeah, because that is changing a bit of the... Yeah, okay. This one. Awesome. So I was meaning to do this, right? Yeah. When I get into here, we're gonna do that masking on the forest, so we are able to, yeah, just go behind it, right? And yeah, I'm gonna continue working on that on this side, on this other side. All right. Well, let me see. Let me go and browse to the assets. So this one, this is the one that has translucency. Let let me try and divide this translucency by the opacity. I'm dividing it by 4 right now. Let me see if we can go by 5. Let's see if it makes sense or not. Yeah, maybe it's too much. Maybe by 5 is too much. Maybe I should go back to 4. No, kind of makes sense. So let's check it out. Yeah, okay. So if we go here, yeah, check it out. We're still seeing the trees there. Maybe it's too much. Maybe we could try 4.5 and shit. Yeah, let's try 4.5, or we would get back to 4. We will see which of both. Okay, so let me go back to the material. So 5 is way too much. Let's see, 4.5. Yeah, translucent, default lit. Yeah, let's see, unlit. What does unlit do? Let me try this. So unlit, let me apply it. Yeah, it totally changes the whole material. Nah, I'm gonna go with the right one, which is default lit. So what are the other options that we have here? Yeah, two-sided foliage. Maybe two-sided foliage. What does this do? Let's see. So interesting. Yeah, what about if I change up the opacity of this to 1 back again? I'm just gonna apply it. Just want to see like that two-sided foliage. What does it do? Oh, okay. Yeah, can I see it from down here? Nah, we're just gonna go back to the one that we were using. Yeah, default lit. Okay, I'm gonna apply that one. And I was dividing it by 4. Janimal says only turns off lighting. What's up, Janimal? How are you, my friend? Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I was just trying that one just for the sake of trying it. So we've got Janimal on YouTube. How are you, dude? How is life? How is everything going? Are you back at Unreal Engine game dev, or are you busy with work and stuff? Thank you, Janimal. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. How are you? Okay, so I'm gonna divide this one by 4.4. Let's try 4.4. Gentleman says, wow, new areas. Yeah, dude, so it's kind of a new area. I am fixing one that I had already. So I don't know if you were here when I worked on this town. So remember that town that I was making like the week ago? And yeah, I figured out that I wanted to like work around the town. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Yeah, work around the town. So I'm making this map around that one, because I could like select all of the town and bring it into another map, but I thought so that it would be better to just fix it, the whole map. How about you? How are you doing with Unreal? Gentleman says, so busy packing everything in boxes, so can't do much for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, man, that's so shitty. I'm sorry about it, dude, but you're going to live in a better place, right, dude? Yeah, I'm assuming it's a nicer place and shit. So when are you doing the whole moving? Okay, we've got the material. Let me see. Let's see. So I think all of this, yeah, we're gonna like turn all of this. This is like the trigger volume, and whenever we are inside here, those trees are gonna be translucent. That's what I'm doing here, right? So I'm just gonna make this big as the size of the forest. So Yellow says, you're making great progress. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been like trying out new ideas and shit, dude. Yeah, let me show you what have I been working these other few days. I've been working on a robot. It's an AI companion, artificial intelligence companion for the Spaceman. So yeah, this is the robot. I'm working on the animations and shit now, but I'm working on that off the stream. I started modeling on the streams, but I figured that it would be better to work on that off the stream. So now I'm trying to fix this map because it was a mess. So Janimal says on YouTube, from studio apartment to 2-bedroom, a big step up. Yeah, man, sounds like a big step up. So you're gonna be living a better life, Janimal. Are you gonna have like a studio and shit? Yeah, you're gonna set up like a better place to work with the computer and stuff. Yeah, man, good for you, Animal, and for your wife and the dog. Happy for you, my man. Okay, let's see. So I'm just, this is the trigger volume. I'm just trying to make it as big as the forest. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So Yamal says on YouTube, wife works from home, now we have office space. Yeah, man. So good stuff. I'm happy for you. Seems like it's gonna be a big change in your life, going to the 2-bedroom one. Is it like way more expensive, dude, or did you get a good price? Okay, let's see if this is changing. Yeah, okay, this is doing the trick. This is doing the trick. Yeah, so I like the transition going to it. It doesn't bother me, right? It doesn't bother me. We could do it more smooth, but I'm gonna figure out that later. But it doesn't bother me. This is working okay. So we can get into the forest, right? And we can walk through the forest and shit. Yeah. Yeah. This is looking as I was thinking. Yeah, what I had in my mind. Yeah, awesome. So let's keep going. So what am I gonna do? Yeah, nah, this one, it's not gonna be this, because we're gonna have like important things inside the forest, right? So we're gonna have interesting places to go. Yanimal says different area but more expensive but worth it. Good for you, dude. That is really cool. How is rent in the Philippines, dude? Is it like very expensive? You've lived in Europe, right? You've lived in the Americas. You told me you were in Panama, right? Colombia, I think. So how is the rent in the Philippines, dude? So Yanamo says, I like the see-through trees. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was figuring it out yesterday, this, because I cannot use this masking material that I'm using for this kind of meshes. So this one doesn't work for the trees because it turns out to look like this. I need the opacity and shit for that, and that masking material doesn't let me do it in that way. There may be a way, it's just that I don't know how to do it, but I may figure it out. But for now, I'm thinking this is more than enough for me. Okay, so what was I gonna do? Yeah, let me find this one. Browse to asset. Let me copy this one to the right folder, because then I forget where these things are. This is a whole mesh that I made like a merge here inside Unreal Engine. It was like smaller meshes of the trees, and I did a merge of all of those meshes to have one big mesh, and that's how I'm swapping the material on all of the trees at the same time. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, what else? Yeah, okay, copy this one. Let's rename this one's gonna be M forest 01 merged. Yeah, I'm thinking that one works, and we're gonna replace it. So this one, let's replace it with this one. Replace selected actors with that one. Yeah, I think there it is. Awesome. So we can keep going with the trees of like the whole forest and shit, all the other things that we're gonna have around here, right? Yeah, so we're gonna be able to go into the forest, right, and go into interesting places on whichever hidden thing that we're gonna have inside there. It could be like a dark forest and shit. Yeah, who knows? We're gonna figure it out. Okay. Yeah, nah, that one is cool. That one is how I was thinking it would look. So let me move it a bit up. I just want to see if the trees are not too big. Janimal says on YouTube, rent is considerable cheaper compared to Europe. You can get a fancy condo with swimming pool for $500. I would not be able to pay for in Europe. Yeah, man, just like nah, $500. No, here is expensive, dude. It's fucking stupid, because here people do not make a lot of money, but rent is expensive. You wouldn't get a condo with a pool, with a swimming pool for $500 here. Yeah, man, so it seems to be cheaper even than where I live, Honduras, Central America. So that's really cool, Animal. When are you gonna get the one with the swimming pool, dude? That would be really cool, Animal. You like coding and shit, like a digital nomad in the pool making games. Yamla says, but like in Latin America, it's getting a job locally that can afford it is the hardest part. Yeah, so here it's like it's hard to get a job locally where you can afford it, and even if you could afford it, you're not gonna get a condo with a full swimming pool for $500. Yalmo says, so we are privileged here. I feel, yeah, man. Yeah, one has to recognize when you are privileged, right? It isn't something bad to having life, and you gotta be grateful about it, right? So happy for you, dude. You're going to live in a better place, more space. It's gonna give you a happier life, dude. I know about moving from one house to a better house to a better space and shit, and it just like pumps up the whole quality of life in many ways, dude. So happy for you, Animal. What have you thought about when you are able to come back to Unreal Engine, dude? What are like the implementations that you want to make, Janimal? Yeah, what are your ideas for the next things that you can do whenever you can come back to Unreal? So Yanimal is a fellow Unreal Engine game dev. He's doing a 2D game in Unreal Engine. Not 2.5D like me, like real 2D. Yeah, so that's what I'm asking about. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have a place to go here, and we're gonna have another place to go here. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, let's try it in gameplay. Okay. So we go into the forest. Yeah, the translucency is I may pump it up a bit. Yeah, but it's looking like I was thinking nonetheless, right? Yeah, so let's keep extending this forest here. Let's turn this one into a group. Yeah, and I'm gonna duplicate the whole group so we are like able to see. So there's gonna be like an overlap in here, so we cannot see like the horizon. I don't want to see the horizon. What the fuck is this, dude? Is that a shadow? Is that like a shitty shadow? Yeah, that's a shitty shadow. So Yanimal says, I would be happy to start making more enemy types and start making my own art assets for my own level. Yeah, man, it would really help you to get rid of the look that you currently have, because people will start recognizing the game as yours, as a personal gaming shit. So you should go for that. I would go for that as the first thing. Yamal says, I have almost all mechanics I want in place. Yeah, so it's a good time. It's a good moment in the development of the game to start doing your own art assets, so people can have in their mind, in their subconscious and shit, oh yeah, this is Janimal's game, this is how it looks. Because that people that may not know Cobra, for them it may look like this is your game, right? And then they could feel like, oh yeah, I had already seen this. But the people that know Cobra know about those assets, so it would really help you, dude. That is like the first thing that I would go after, like the break that you're having right now on game dev. I would really go to switch up the sprites. Yano says, finish a small game, then more 3D in 2D project. So what is your plan? You want to like make this one into a whole game, dude? A whole 2D game and release it and shit? Or this is just a learning project? Yeah, I may have been confused on what you were doing there. Okay, let's see. So yeah, we may place a couple of bushes and grass around there so it doesn't look like so lonely there. Okay. Yeah, let's start placing the bushes and a bit of grass. So Yalman says, also Aseprite is such a cool app. Aseprite is king, dude. Yeah, people may say there are other options and shit, but Aseprite is just king, dude. In pixel art, it is. That is just the truth, dude. Yeah, you can make a lot of other things in all of the other pixel art applications, but it's just the best one, dude. And I am not biased here. That is just my experience with the software. Gentleman says, yeah, it's a learning project, but finishing the project is important as a milestone. Go through the whole process. So you want to make it your own thing, right? Having the art assets made by you and shit. So go for it, dude. Yeah, definitely go for it, Janimal. Yo, dude, how is the Japan trip going? Okay, let me start placing a couple of foliage around here. I do not know if I'm gonna use the grass because I don't want to overuse that one, and I may try to start making a couple of new foliages, but let's just see how it looks, the green one. So grass, green grass, yeah, BP grass one, yeah, I may do a variation of this one, or I may start placing like bushes. Yeah, let me place that one there. Yeah, bush. Yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, the one with the blue. So gentleman says Osaka is booked for September. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, that is like the dream, Janimal. What are like your main plans for the Japan trip, Janimal? Are you like wanting to go to like important geek places, video game places and shit? What is like your plan? Okay, yeah, so I want to place something that doesn't let us like get into the forest, so it looks like populated, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I think that would work. I don't know about the tone of the grass, so let me fire up Aseprite and let's do another version of that one. So gentlemen says, and I found out they have Expo 2025 in Osaka. Which is that one, dude? Which is Expo 2025? Is it about games? I may not know about that one, dude. Okay, let's go and find the grass. Yeah, props and real Spaceman Memories, grass. Yeah, text grass, ground, T grass. Where was this? Yeah, let me see. So let's go into this one. Browse to asset. And where is this texture? Yeah. So reimport with new file. Where did I reimport this from? Real Spaceman Memories and pink grass 01. Okay, there it is. So let's delete this one. Yelman says there's too much to see. I am trying to keep it realistic for 1 week. Yeah, man, fuck. 1 week is a short amount of time, so you should do the important things, dude. As a nerd, right? What about your wife? Where does she want to go? You gotta have like the best food also, dude. Okay, what the fuck was the folder? I just forgot. Yeah, reimport the file. Fucking load. Windows Explorer. Yeah, pink grass. M pink grass. Yeah. Okay, let me find that one. M pink grass. Where is it? Pink grass. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Grass animation. We've got. Yeah. There we have it. The file. So. Let me open up also this other one, M ground bark, I think, so I can get like the right tones of what I'm doing. Yeah, M ground bark. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. So let me get these tones of green for this one. Okay, what would be like the dark green and shit? It would be like this one, right? Yeah, okay, there it is. We will see if we can make this work. Let's find like a lighter green and shit. This would be like there, right? Let's try another green for this one. Let's try this other green for like this one. Yeah, I may try a bit of a lighter green and shit. So yeah, just like doing it in randomly, right? Yeah, fuck it. Okay, awesome. Gentlemen says Expo is a returning event for more than a century, almost like the Olympic Games, but for art and science. Countries build an area pavilion in that host city to showcase cool futuristic stuff. Oh, fuck, dude. You're gonna go and live the fucking dream in Japan, dude. Yeah, Animal. You are gonna go and live the dream, dude. That is really cool, dude. I'm happy for you. That is sounding now like a really cool trip, dude. Yeah, good shit. Gentleman says wife would be happy to go to Harry Potter World. Yeah, man, that is in the Universal Studios park, right? You should go because there's where Nintendo is, right? The Super Nintendo World is, right, dude? Yeah. Nonetheless, you should go. Yeah. So if where is it, by the way? Yeah, Barak 5 was here a couple days ago. He told me he was there. I just forgot the city where it is. Okay, let's see. Another tone of green for this part. Yeah, that one's cool. Now we need like a middle ground of green, which would be for this one. Yeah, check it out. We're getting there. We're getting there. So there it is. Yeah, this would be like the other grass. So let's start copying and pasting. Okay, yeah, this is the animation. Very simple one. Yeah, it's been a while since I've worked on these files, so I'm just gonna copy this stuff. Let's copy and paste it there. Yeah, this is gonna be for that other map. Oh, okay, so this is what we do here. We move it 1 pixel to the right, and then we're gonna delete all of this purple. Okay, awesome. I think that's enough, right? Yeah. Okay, awesome. So people, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, hit me up with a follow, with a subscribe. Also, do not forget to wishlist my game Spaceman Memories on Steam. There you can find it on the chat. There's the link. And also hit me up with a follow. Want to get to the 200 followers on Twitch soon. That would be like my next milestone. Okay, awesome. Yeah, this one, we're just gonna paste everything here. Yeah, so I like these tones of green. Yeah, for this thing. Totally. I like these tones of green. Okay. Dude. Just do the fucking thing, dude. Okay, sometimes I'm thinking that it is in the clipboard, but I gotta like copy and paste it all over again. So Janmal says, okay, more packing with coffee. Have a good stream. Thank you, my friend, for coming in. Appreciate it. Hope everything goes well for your on your packing and your all of your moving to the new place, dude. Appreciate it. Come back anytime, dude. Okay, let me see. So where the fuck is the other animation, the other fucking frame? Yeah, the one that moves to the other side. Yeah, I am waiting for that one to come. I didn't remember this was such a long fucking animation, people. Where the fuck is it? Ah, here it is. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah, awesome. So chat is open, people. If you want to talk, Janimal left. So let me know what you're working on, what you're playing, if there's a specific topic that you want to talk about. Okay, let's select all of this one. Let's paste it. Oh shit, dude, what the fuck do I have to like paste it and copy and paste it every fucking time from the clipboard and shit? That should stay on the clipboard, Aseprite. Okay. Where? Oh fuck, dude, this is a long fucking animation. That is why frame by frame, even a simple animation like this one, dude. Let me see. I'm thinking that I have been like copying and pasting fucking frames that weren't here. Genki, laughing your ass off. Yes, dude, I think I was just fucking copying and pasting frames, and I was just fucking extending the animation, so I'm fucking stupid. So how are you, Genki? Thank you for coming, dude. How has your day been? Did you figure out the shit that you were talking about? Okay, yeah, we're gonna close that shit. Let's open it up again. Oh fuck, did I just fucking like, yeah, okay, let me see like how long is the animation. Yeah, I saved it. I shouldn't have saved it. Genki says haven't tried it yet. Yeah, like the resolution that you were trying to fix, right? What would you think would be the problem, dude, from the build from Unreal Engine to Mac, and then from Windows? So the build that you sent me is like the resolution is changing, dude, but Mac Unreal to Windows works. But not from Windows to Windows. That is the one that is broken, right? Okay, where was this? Amping grass. Yeah, so how many frames was this? Yeah, this wasn't a lot of frames. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, 16, 17 frames. This is Genki says, can you try on stream so I can see it if it's good? No, it all works. Yeah, man. Let me grab my controller for the people watching. I am gonna test here on the stream Genki's game. This is a build. This is like a super like preliminary build. So Genki says, but build resolution looks weird. Dude, shit. So how do I... Yeah, the thing is that right now, dude, it's gonna open on my main monitor on the laptop, and I don't know how would you like set it up, so because you have no option settings right now, right? It's no options menu. How would you like change the monitor where it opens, right? So let me just try it, dude. I'm just gonna try it, but it's gonna open on the monitor where I'm not like sharing OBS, dude. Yeah, it's gonna open in the monitor where I have all of the other shit from OBS. But let me see, dude. What was the Genki? Yeah, this one. So Genki says, yeah, let me see, dude. Let's see what happens. Yeah, give me a sec. Let's wait for it to load. We will see where it opens, dude, and maybe I can get out of like I can get it into window mode with the shortcut. Yeah, it's loading, dude. Give me a sec here. Yeah, it's loading. Okay, here it is. Yeah, I can move it to the other monitor, dude. Give me just a second. I fucking lost my mouse. Yeah, is it like capturing the mouse, dude? Okay, here it is. So this is Genki's game, people. This is the build that he sent me. Let me connect the controller, dude. So Genki says need a window mode. Nah, I tried the shortcut, dude. Alt enter works. So yeah, this is how it looks, dude. I don't know like which is the resolution you're talking about that doesn't work. I don't know, dude. For me, it just looks like pixel art. I don't know what is like the resolution that you say it's not working. Yeah, man. Yeah, but dude, the performance, it's not gonna be good, dude, because remember I have Unreal Engine open and shit, so the performance may not be that good right now, but it seems okay, dude. Yeah, it seems okay. I don't know about the resolution, dude. Yeah, for me it just seems yeah, decent, dude. I don't know what was the problem you were talking about. So let me just close it, dude. So this is Genki's game right now. I was trying it with a controller, people. Genki is building it for controllers because he's gonna have a bit of a complex control system there. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what's it. Genki says, laugh out loud. What the fuck? What the fuck? What, dude? Yeah, what the fuck? What? Did you see something that wasn't working as like you expected? Runs what does NTB means, dude? I don't know, dude. I don't know about the abbreviations. I am not a native English speaker and I forget about the meaning of these abbreviations. I don't know what NTB is. Yeah, you gotta tell me. So, okay, so how many fucking frames was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, it's 17. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is 17 frames. Yeah, so I was copying. Gex says in a sec I'm driving. Okay, dude. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I am fucking stupid. I was like copying and pasting frames, not like the content of the frames. So now I have a big amount of frames, and we're gonna do this again. Okay, let's select all of these ones. Right, yeah. Okay, delete frames. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do 17 frames. I'm just gonna duplicate this one. And let me see at which frame does this go to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and at frame number 5 it goes to the side, and then it comes back at frame number 9. Yeah, okay, so same thing. Duplicate cell, duplicate cell. So that's gonna be 4. And now we're gonna duplicate this one and we're gonna move it. Let me see, where does it move to the side? Yeah, this top. Yeah, the top pixels, those are the ones that go to the side. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, nah, I did something else. I can't remember what I did here, but it wasn't just moving the pixels. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. This. Yeah. So I just gotta like close up this one. Is that the thing that I have to do? Yeah, let's see. So on this frame, yeah, I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, yeah, I think there it is. Yeah, that's what I was doing. That was a long time ago, people, doing this grass. So that's why I can't remember what I was doing there. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna duplicate this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of that. Yeah. Okay, new frame. Duplicate cell, Alt D. Yeah, I'm gonna use the shortcut. I didn't know about the shortcut. So this is going like this right now. Yeah, okay, there it is. So then it goes back to this one. Yeah, copy. Can I paste those here? Nah. So I'm just gonna like copy the content of this one to a new empty frame. Okay, there it is. So we're gonna do 4 of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there it is. And now we're gonna swap it to the other side. And this is where it gets to 17. So 12 plus 4. No, it's 16. So where the fuck does this get to 17 frames? Yeah. Do we have a longer frames here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 5 on the final animation. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna do it like I had it, because I'm just gonna like re-import that same texture. So let's create a new empty frame. Let's swap this one to the other side, and let's make 4 duplicates of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. Okay, there it is. That's the same thing that we had. So I'm gonna export the sprite sheet. Sprite by rows. Yeah, by rows. Sprite visualizer, short frames and shit. Yeah. So what would be like the... Yeah, I've got grass animation. I don't even know where the green grass is. I have no green grass. I changed this file, this texture in Unreal Engine. I changed the hue. That's why I do not have a green grass file in Aseprite. Yeah, I remember what I did. This was a long time ago. Okay, this is gonna be dark green grass sprite 01. We're gonna save that one as what is the fucking file? Yeah, PNG. Yeah, exported. Let's go back here into Unreal. So yeah, this green doesn't work, and this is how I swap this into green. So on this texture, yeah, I changed the hue. That's how I did it. Fucking lazy motherfucker I am, not going into Aseprite and changing the color in Aseprite. But anyways, it worked. It works for the other tone of green that I have on the other world, but not for this one. So that's why on this one I am doing all of the animation in Aseprite. So let's see, green grass. This one's gonna be new folder. This one's gonna be dark green grass. Green. Okay, grass. Okay, awesome. So we are gonna like copy a couple of these things. Yeah, let me copy this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta do like the whole fucking thing again, like the flip book. Yeah, I think I gotta do it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna import the file. So where is this green grass? Green grass, where are you? Where the fuck are you, dude? Green grass. Green grass. Oh fuck, dude, I cannot find it. Where was this? Yeah, let me see. It's in pink grass. I'm fucking stupid. It's in the pink grass folder. Yeah. So I should create the right one. Yeah, the green grass. Okay, here it is. So let's import this one. Let's change this one to 2D, pixels unfiltered. Let's extract sprite actions, create sprite. Yeah, sprite actions, apply paper to the texture settings. Yeah, that one. No, I'm gonna delete this one. Let's delete that one. Sprite actions, extract sprites. Okay, so we've got 17 here, right? Yeah, so this one, auto, nah, grid, cell width, it's 272. Yeah, number of cells X 17, and cell width, it's gonna be 16 by 16. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there it is. Let me see if that one changes something. Yeah, I'm not gonna even change that one. We're just gonna go with the cell width and the cell height. It says, what's up, nerdy? What's up, dude? Thank you for coming. How are you? How was your sleep yesterday? What are you working on today, dude? Yeah, I'm just like, I'm still working on the map that I was trying to fix yesterday. So I reorganized it, dude. I am now working on a new forest because you get off the train, you're gonna like find yeah, secret places around here, and I'm trying to like bring the new updated grass that goes with the tone of this ground. How about you, dude? What are you working on today? Thanks for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Oh fuck, I was like, oh fuck, I thought that I had replaced other files, but no. Yeah, let's create the flip book. This one's gonna be FB dark green grass 01. Let me see the settings that I have on the previous flip book. So where are you, flip book? Yeah, okay, on this one we've got 15 frames per second. Let me see what we have on the resolution of this. 0.2 pixels per unit. So let's go and change up that one. So 15 frames per second first. I'm gonna go into the flip book. Yeah, that is okay. Do I have on lit sprite or lit sprite on that one? Yeah, mask on lit sprite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it on lit. So Hasef says, last couple days been refactoring the Galvan project files to quality. I'm more satisfied, so I brought in the enemy AI I was working on for Superior, the superhero game. How have you been, nerdy? I have been good, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, figuring out shit, dude. Figuring out technical shit, menus, setting up some stuff there for the demo and stuff. So yeah, man, that's what I'm doing, trying to lock in. Genki says, not too bad. Oh yeah, it runs, the game runs, dude. Not too bad indeed, Genki. So Hezef, yeah, I've been good, dude. Trying to lock in after, trying to get back to being locked in after Easter, right? Calavera says, what's up, dude? What are you working on today? How are you? Thanks for coming, dude. We're just talking with Haze, with Genki, about the same shit as always, right? Making games. What about you? Haze says, how do these animated sprites work in the scene? Are they actors with paper CD component, or can you just drag and them into the level? You can just drag them into the level, dude. Paper CD flipbook, paper to the flipbook, you can just grab it into the level. But these ones are a blueprint because I made like different blueprints that have 3 or 4 or 5. So this one, that the one that has 3, I'm gonna show you the blueprint. Give me a sec. Yeah, so this one has 3. And this has 3 paper flipbooks that you can see here, right? Yeah, paper CD, paper to the flipbooks. But just a flipbook, dude, you can just put it into the scene. And the sprite also, you can also just grab the sprite and place it. So Hezef says, I read that one. Hezef says, same shit, different day. Yeah, dude, same shit, different day. Making games, dealing with bugs, breaking shit. Hezef says, that's neat. 3-in-1 to make it faster to place makes sense. Yeah, that was a long time ago, dude. I didn't even know how to like duplicate this instance and shit. So I just like brought 3, turned them into a blueprint. I know now how to like duplicate them with one whole blueprint with like the Yeah, with the code and shit. But yeah, man, yeah, it's fun to figure out shit throughout the way. But yeah, man, it has been crazy days figuring out shit that it's hard. I broke the game today. It's fucking good that I have version control, right? Because things were fucking broken when I brought an asset into the project, and the asset I didn't set it up in the right way, so the game wasn't fucking compiling. So that's where fucking version control helps you, people. You should really set it up in whichever fucking engine you're working. So hey, if you have anything to share today, dude, just let me know. Genki also, or anyone else, you want to go and share your stuff here on the stream, you can join the Discord. It's free. You can find it there in the chat. Okay, so let me see. What the fuck was I doing? Yeah, green grass. Yeah, dark green grass. So all of these ones, let me select all of those. Asset actions, edit selection property matrix. So this one we're gonna change the resolution. It's 0.2. Okay, let's save that one, and let's see if this is the right size. Yeah, this is the right size. Yeah, so that's the right color, but I'm thinking it looks too light, so I may have to change the material of this into masked lit sprite material. Now it's too fucking dark. Yeah, so this is how it looks with the... Yeah, okay, we will see. So Genki says, did you see the new Kanye stuff? Really well stuff, bro? Dude, I don't even want to talk about that shit. Fuck Kanye, dude. Fuck Kanye fans. It's good that this motherfucker isn't running the world, dude, or the UN, the United Nations, or the United States of America, because no, dude. Yeah. Fuck that topic. Hazef says, I hear Kanye and I know to stop listening. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's good that this piece of shit isn't running the world, dude, because holy fucking shit. Yeah, let's not talk about that, dude. Let's talk about games. Did you see the new Elder Scrolls, people? It looks really cool, not gonna lie. I'm liking how it looks. Bethesda did the work here and people are enjoying it. A lot of fucking people were already playing it just today. Yeah, they went with the fans. This is fan service, so props to Bethesda for this one. Good stuff. So Genki laughing, yeah, man. Nah, not gonna touch that topic. Not even with a 10-foot fucking pole and a suit, a radioactive suit that you can bring into Chernobyl. Yeah, man. I am not gonna talk about that topic. Calavera says my backlog is too big. Yeah, man. I think everyone's backlog is too fucking big. Like everyone's. I think all of us wanna fucking play this game, right? Or I didn't even finish fucking Skyrim, dude. So how the fuck would I even go and play this one? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it is in Game Pass. So if you don't want to like pay the full price, you could like pay for a month, finish the game and shit. So yeah, people, Bethesda did a good thing here for the fans and shit, and people seem to be enjoying it and being happy about it. Okay, let's see how this looks with the lighting. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the lit sprite material. So Gek says, did Oblivion remaster drop today? What the fuck? It dropped today, dude. Yeah, and it dropped in a cool way. People are liking this shit. It looks really cool. It dropped today. It was just very fucking random. So Jesus says, are you going to see the Thunderbolts nerdy? Seems like the audience and critique are enjoying it. Oh, I haven't gone to see it, dude. Okay, dude. I didn't even know there was something new about yes, Thunderbolts. Is it like a, dude, I'm just gonna be real here. I didn't know about this. Is it like a movie, a TV show? Fucking stupid. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm just gonna have to ask. What did they release? It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah. Yeah, movie. Yeah, it's the one where it's this girl Florence Pugh. She's like one of the main characters. Is that the one? Yaki says $85 for Oblivion. Ouch. Dude, I just said it. Pay for 1 month of PC Game Pass and play it on PC. Oh, you don't have PC, right? Yeah. Oh shit, man. Calavera says Nerdy is a DC guy. Yeah, man. Dude, it's not that I am a DC guy. I also like Marvel. I like their stories. I've been a fan of Spider-Man and shit. I just don't like the vibe of all of the last Marvel cinematic universe movies. They are way too blockbusterish. But I like Marvel. Yeah, I like Marvel. Gex says I have a PC. Okay, dude, so just pay for 1 month of PC Game Pass, dude, and you can play Oblivion. Yeah, it's already released. Hazel says they are saying Thunder is like all MCU. Okay, dude, so I may watch that shit. If it's like the old MCU, I may watch it. That sounds like a good thing. Because they went way too fucking crazy, dude, this last few years. Way too blockbusterish. All belts and whistles on shit and no substance. So if it feels like a comic book movie from the old MCU, I would really look forward to seeing it, Hayes. Did you go and see it, Hayes? Okay. Yeah, this grass works. I like that grass. Yeah. Yeah, this color is way better. So it checks out with the whole fucking world, right? I may go and also do other bushes, because this one nah, I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, the tone of green, I think it's good. I'm not gonna overthink it. Okay, what was I gonna do? What the fuck is happening there, people? Yeah, was this on the merge? Is this on the group? I see something weird happening with the texture here. Yeah, what the fuck is that, dude? Yeah, is it like with the shadows and shit? What happens if I move it? Yeah. Let's see if I rotate it. Yeah, it is still there. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do... Okay, he says it's not out yet for the public. Just special fan screening, so all the early fans are saying it's like the MCU, and the press is saying it's good, so it must be good, dude. Yeah. Sometimes the press and the critics are wrong, like in the Minecraft movie, right? But if both the fans and the press are saying it's good, it must be good. Geki says, I may have to do an Xbox Game Pass. I just prefer having everything on Steam. No, I understand, dude, but it is expensive on Steam, the game, dude. If I was like, if I am sure that I can finish the game on 1 month or 2 months, dude, I would just pay for the 2 months of PC Game Pass, dude. It is a cheaper deal, dude. Yeah, I know that you prefer, yeah, but if you want to save money, that is the way to go with Bethesda games. Okay, let's do no for that. Okay, I'm gonna worry about that shit later. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. I'm just gonna keep going and doing the layout of all of this place. So, let's see, the rice plant, this blueprint. Let me copy this one. Grass. Yeah, dark green grass. Okay, I'm gonna paste this one here. So Calavera says it's $35 here. Yeah, man, that is localized pricing. Yeah, Steam has that, so the third worlders like us may buy it for cheaper. It's not that cheap, right? 35 bucks is a lot for someone like me. I may just go and try it on Game Pass. So Jesus says this looks like a wheat farm. Oh shit, dude. I'm not gonna listen to you, dude. I am not gonna listen to you, dude. I am gonna omit that message. I am not gonna put it into my brain, because then I'm gonna start thinking it does look like weed. So I'm not gonna think about it. So Genki says 85 Australian dollars, which would be like how many US dollars, dude? Yeah. So I know, Hayes, you're not watching the ad right now on the ad break, because you were gifted one of the subs, right? Paul of him did it yesterday. So no, dude, this is not a wheat farm. Do not listen to this person in chat. Hazef says, not trying to be mean or troll. I swear it doesn't look like wheat by itself, but it reminds me of a wheat farm with how they hang downwards and shit. Oh fuck, dude. No, it's not weed, dude. It's I may go and change it a bit. Gex says it's like 50 bucks in Australia. Yeah, dude, we have localized pricing here. It's 35 US dollars for us here. Hesler says, yes, I can still hear you. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna think about that, dude. I'm gonna come back to that topic fucking later, dude. Don't fuck with my head and drugs on the game. Hesler says, no, keep it like this so I can have a laugh when I play this area. Okay, dude, I'm gonna keep it like that. Dude, you aren't even a stoner. How are you seeing weed where there is no weed? Genki says legalize Japanese weed. No, dude, I don't think they're gonna legalize weed soon in Japan. It's not part of the culture. Calavera says weed, it's okay. I made some renders for one of those farms a couple of months ago. It was huge. Dude, that is Canada. This is Japan. That shit is accepted in Canada. I would get cancelled in Japan. Hezef says, I watch a lot of movies and TV shows. That's why you're seeing weed where you shouldn't be seeing weed, right? Calavero, dude, you didn't send me the weed farm renders, dude. What the fuck? We want to see those. Could you send them over so we could see them here? Oh, shit, dude. Not in a million years I would have seen this as weed. But now that you say it, has... Yes, the changing color did the trick. But I'm gonna leave it like that. If I'm gonna change it, it's gonna be later. Hezef says, one of my family members also used to have a weed farm. Oh, fuck. Like a legal one? Or a non-legal one. Hezef says, and then he got married and that shit disappeared. Oh, fuck. Calavera says, now all my work is under NDA. Oh, dude. Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Grown-Up. And the NDAs and shit. Genki says, what? No, this is true. He's under NDA. I know it. I'm just talking shit. Yeah, so we cannot see the weed farm, dude. Dude, but I could have seen it privately, dude. Your NDA would cover Twitch, but it doesn't cover me. The NDA is in another country. It's not in our country. So Hector says it was legal. I'm pretty sure it was like under a certain amount and everything. Yeah, the weed farm. Yeah, which state was this one? Was it California, dude? Was California the first state that legalized weed, dude? Okay, let me replace this one. This one's gonna be BP dark green grass. Yeah. BP dark green grass. XY01. Yeah, I think it's gonna be XY01, and I'm just gonna swap the flipbook. So Hezef says California. Yeah, it checks out, dude. Checks out that California was the first state to legalize weed. Okay, so what am I like duplicating here? Yeah. Fan graph. Yeah, okay, here it is. So add child component, add child actor component, flipbook actor. Yeah, do I have a flipbook? Where the fuck was this, dude? Where was this? Yeah, I can't remember how I set up this blueprint. So Genki says, no shit, Spaceman lost all his memories. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Spaceman doesn't smoke weed or anything. He's not doing hotboxing inside the suit like Darna once said the other day. No, dude. There is no weed whatsoever on this game. It is rated E for everyone. Geki says he on the ganja and that perp clean checks out. Shut the fuck up. Hezef says Spaceman Junkie Activities, the DLC after Wet Dreams. No, dude. No, this is not gonna happen. People, do not listen to these crazy people in the chat. Genki says, I think Nerdy would make a lot of money making this a wheat farm simulator. That would be true, dude. I am pretty sure. Schedule 1 showed us that drug games can make a lot of money, dude. So Genki says he's so high he went to space. The spaceman, nah, dude. The spaceman he's not high, people. Do not listen to these crazy people. Okay, source flipbook. Okay, here it is. So this one's gonna be dark grass, dude. But making games about drugs makes sense, it seems. Yeah, it makes sense, it seems, because Steam, it seems like the Steam algorithm is gonna push it. Steve says, you know, Nerdy, if you made your game a bit more crazy, it would be more likely to get it really popular instead of just a normal game with stuff you expect from this genre. Yeah, man, but at the end of the day, dude, like, what would be crazy? Yeah, for you, what would be crazy? Calavero says, Spaceman ending is Nerdy waking up from a huge trip. Dude, shut the fuck up, dude. People are gonna really start thinking that the story of this game was I wrote this story because of a trip, mushroom tripping shit, and you're my cousin and people may believe you. Genki says, Cozy would seem in Spooky Japan made by Honduran man. Hesn says, I have no idea. Yeah, the thing is, dude, that I want to make a... Yeah, it's like a homage, dude, like a tribute to these JRPGs that I liked. So doing weed on this game would get very, very out of that topic. Yeah, as crazy and as marketable as it could be. So it could be more marketable, dude. I'm sure if I added things like drugs and shit. But I just want to keep it like the dream game that I had on my mind, to do it as a tribute to these games that I played. Calavero says, well, it is a trip. Which is a trip? Genki says, sounds like a South Park episode. Yeah, Hesef says, yeah, dude, no, follow your passion and what the project should be because you know what it should be. I'm not sure why I said that because it probably wouldn't fit this game. No, I understand, dude. I understand because I have really thought about crazy ideas, dude. And then I'm like, would this be a Japanese thing to appear on a kind of game from the 90s? And if the answer is no, I don't do it. Yeah. So I understand, dude. And I may do that on the next game, dude. I would really like to do a crazy, really crazy game like Schedule 1 and shit. Dude, I'm really happy about the Schedule 1 guy, dude. I really admire what the guy did. I didn't consume any drugs, dude. And nonetheless, I'm happy about the success that he found, dude, and on going on crazy topics and shit and doing good mechanics with the crazy topics and people enjoying the game. So Gek says, I don't know, man, those Japs have some wild ideas like LSD Dream Simulator. They do have it, dude. They have like the craziest ideas, dude. But there are some things that just don't connect to one or the other thing culturally. Yeah, no, I know, dude. Japanese creativity can be very, very crazy. They don't have any boundaries. They can push the envelope in many, many ways. But I'm just not like going to justify myself to put drugs in the game because a couple of people on the country which I am basing off the game do the drugs. This is like a tribute, dude, like a homage to a certain specific kind of games. So that's where I draw the line for the things that I would do or not do. Hesef says, just make sure you're accepting ideas that would make the game better and not staying so strict to this whole old game thing. It's like a balance of keeping all the old vibe, but also adding new stuff to make your game genuinely better. Yeah, man. No, I'm open to do those new ideas and shit. And I am looking forward to implementing them. Like, for example, what would be one thing? None of these games in which I'm basing this game off had the type of puzzles that I am trying to add on the game. So that is one thing that I got out of the box. What would be other thing? Yeah, there could be many ideas, but one that I wouldn't go to with this game, maybe with another game, would be drugs. Yeah, drugs would be for another game. I am not against it, dude. I'm happy about the Schedule 1 guy making his game and finding success on the game. It's cool, dude. We all fucking like playing Grand Theft Auto, right? Yeah. And we don't necessarily have to be criminals shooting people and shit and being drug dealers and shit. But it's just games. But for this one, I wouldn't go with drug-related topics. But I could go crazy with other kind of things. Jesus says drugs is not for this game. Yeah. Yeah, I could go with drugs for another game, for sure. I wouldn't be against it, dude. Yeah. Yo, how about you, Hayes, on your superhero game? Would you have like a nemesis, or what the fuck did I fucking do? Oh, I don't even know what was that in Unreal Engine. That is the first time that happened. I don't know what I did. So Hazef, do you have like a drug dealer like is that would be like an enemy for like the superhero and shit? Yeah, you could have something like that. It may fit a bit of the game, right? Because like Batman is fighting against drug dealers and mafia and shit. So maybe for yours it could fit, maybe. So Hazef says for superior, I would have it would had that darker elements. Yeah, exactly, dude. Not for the other one, for the Ben 10 one. TP Takorat says, what was that? Field of view, laugh out loud. Yeah, TP Takorat. That was fucking crazy. I don't even know how that happened. Oh, I didn't know this existed. Check it out. So Genki redeemed the hat. Yo, TP Taco, thank you for coming to the channel. So I didn't know this existed. I am just like having that controller on my hand, and it seems like if you press the shoulder buttons on the controller, dude, it changes the field of view in crazy ways inside Unreal Engine editor, dude. I didn't know that existed. Yeah, that was just a coincidence in the middle of the drugs conversation. How are you, TP Takurat? Do you also make games, dude? Is this I think it's the first time you come to the channel, right? Appreciate it. How are you? So yeah, new functionality that I didn't know fucking existed inside Unreal Engine editor, people. So if you're on the editor mode and you use the shoulder buttons, it does this crazy shit. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, shoulder buttons on the controller. Okay, let's continue here. Yeah, this is the blueprint, right? Let's go here into the details. So horizontal, yeah, let's change up the distancing of the between them. So yeah, the length 200, yeah, that's too much. So Genki says I need to. Hazef says, yeah, the field of view zooming. I didn't know that fucking existed, dude. Genki says I need to look back at your footage of you playing the Windows test build, but it looked normal for you. Maybe I need to update my PC drivers. Dude, it looks normal. It looks normal. Tipitakurat says on YouTube, yeah, I've seen the lives once they done streaming, but this is the first time. Dude, I appreciate it. Means a lot. I'm happy that you watch the live sometimes. That's really cool. Are you also making games? Hazef says to Genki, what Windows build? Okay, I'm gonna show it here. You should also send it to Haze, Genki. Tipitakurat says on YouTube, this is the first time I've seen them actually live because my time zone. What is your time zone, Tipitakurat? Are you in Asia? Genki says to Hayes, Genki now builds on Windows and Mac. Yeah, man. Let me show the build again here. It was running okay, Genki. So this is Genki's game. This is a Windows build. We're gonna wait for it to load. It may not run in the best way because I have Unreal Engine open. We've got a couple of crazy resources there being used by the computer. But anyways, I'm just gonna show it so we can understand what Genki's talking about. Okay. So this is Genki's game. I am using a controller for all that you see here on the screen. Yeah, we've got controller already configured for this game. So yeah, dude, the build seems to be okay, Genki. Yeah, it's running okay, dude. The resolution is okay. I don't know what's the issue you're having with your build in Windows, dude. But here it is running okay. So Genki says, can you talk to an NPC? Yeah, I can, dude. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that is working. Yeah, that's working. So Genki says, so I can see the dialogue portraits. Yeah, this is working, dude. This is all working. He says it would be cool to test. Yeah, I definitely give feedback. So Genki says circle button. Yeah, no, I know which is the button, dude. So that is Genki's game, dude. It seems to be working okay. And on Windows, dude, you may have to update your drivers, dude. So Tipitaco says my time zone is EST 12:42 a.m. right now. Yeah, 2 hours forward from where I'm at. Only awake because I gotta finish an essay. And yeah, I tried to use Unreal Engine 5. It's why I started watching these streams. Thanks for asking, dude. That's really cool. Is your essay about game development? Are you like studying game dev or programming? What is it about? If you can talk about it. If you can talk about it, don't talk about it. How long have you been using Unreal Engine, by the way, my friend? Thanks a lot, dude. Means a lot you have been watching the content. I'm happy that you're here on the lives. Genki says, yeah, it's still having issues. You can see it on the wall. Uh, yeah, dude. So I may try it better when I'm not on the stream because I have OBS here, Unreal Engine, Aseprite, so it may not be the best way to test it, dude. Yeah, so we could like test it after the stream or tomorrow in the morning, or you could send why do you think that problem is happening, Genki? Yeah, okay, let me duplicate this one. Yeah, nah. So 16, yeah, I think 16 units. Yeah, length. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, let's try 50 there. Let's compile. Yeah, no, let's try 2 here. Yeah, so I'm just trying to set up the length of these people for like the how separate are this grass gonna be from each other. It seems to be 80. Yeah, 80 units. It seems, yeah, there it is. So now I can do this really quickly, right? And we can have different instances of grass there. HazeDev says it's weed. It is not. It's grass. So Gug says definitely need to do some tweaks. I'm not sure why it's happening, but I'm glad it builds on both platforms. No problems now. Yeah, dude. I have been procrastinating doing a build on Mac, dude. I am afraid of that. TP Taco says, laugh out loud. No, the ICE is about a book for school. I've been trying to learn Unreal for like a month now. Still super new. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. You're gonna have a lot of fun. How are you learning? Are you reading that documentation? What is the type of game that you're trying to make, by the way? So HazeDev says, yeah, it's a grass. It's grass, dude. It's grass with no quotation marks. Yeah, it's grass with no quotation marks. Genki, so yeah, man, I have been procrastinating doing a Mac build. I am afraid of it. Yeah, of things breaking and shit. But I'm gonna try it later. Yeah, later in the process of development. I think I have to update the version of the engine when I bring it into Mac because I have not enough space to do it with 5.3 on an external hard drive. It seems like you can only run Unreal Engine 5.4 on an external hard drive on Mac. So we will see if that update of the project breaks it in Mac. Genki says he didn't build initially, but deleting the config files and letting Unreal regenerate them and then fixing the project settings after I made it work between platforms for me. Yeah, man, that has helped me a lot of times. Deleting those files and regenerating them, that fixes a lot of things many times. Genki says, nah, don't be stressed. It should just work. Okay, dude. I'm gonna... On the day that I stop procrastinating it, I'm gonna let you know. TP Taco Rat says on YouTube, 3D stuff. I enjoy modeling in BlockBench. I watch your streams in order to learn how to move the models into Unreal Engine 5. Oh, TP Taco, were you the one that posted a comment a couple days ago, but then you deleted it? Did you find the answer to that question? Yeah. If you were the one and you still have the question, please let me know. I'm happy you figured it out. Yeah, that was a tricky stream, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, people helped me here. The comments helped me. We were watching tutorials in the middle of the stream to figure out the export of the animations from BlockBench. Yeah, man, good stuff. Okay, this one. Yeah, this is not casting a shadow, so let me go onto the blueprinting shit. Lighting, cast shadow. Yeah, let's enable that one. Is it casting a shadow now? Yeah. Okay, Trip Taco says, yeah, dude, that was me. Okay, dude, I'm happy that you figured it out. I'm assuming that you deleted the comment because you figured it out, right? If you have anything else to ask, just let me know, dude. So Genki says all the mechanics work the same. It's just switching from Mac Metal to Nvidia is having issues for me. Mac surprisingly does better. That is unexpected with Unreal Engine, dude. Yeah, it shouldn't be better in Mac, the build. Maybe it's because you started the project in Mac. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Genki says even setting up the PS5 controller in Unreal on Windows is stupid. It just works straight away on Mac. Why is it stupid to set up a PS5 controller in Windows, dude? It should just like detect it if you're using the enhanced controller or shit. Yeah, why is it a problem, dude? Yeah, that's interesting, dude. Let's talk about it. So Tripitaco, let me know, dude, if you have any questions. Appreciate it that you have been watching the content, dude. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna do that raster. Yeah, that's way too much. So yeah, okay, awesome. So Tipitakurat says, what time are you usually live streaming? So I start every day, 7 days a week at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, let me just be sure that it's Central Standard Time right now, because the US changes times in the middle of the fucking year and I don't know what the fuck it is. So Central Standard Time, let me just double check. Yeah, Central Standard Time right now says it's 10:50 p.m. So it's 10:50 p.m. for me. Yeah, so it would be like 2 hours behind you. So what time would it be for you, Triptaco? So Genki says it doesn't just detect the doesn't just detect PS5 controller. You have to set it up in project settings. Just a PS5 controller, dude, or the Xbox one? Hezef says I use Xbox 360 controllers for testing. Yeah, I am using Xbox Series X for testing. It works for everything. And I'm pretty sure any other controller that I just connected is gonna detect it, because I export the builds for the Steam Deck, Windows builds, and the Steam Deck detects everything, dude. Yeah, so it must be a Mac thing, man. Hezra says it's pretty common you can use a PS5 controller on Windows by default, because Microsoft and Sony try to limit their stuff on each other's platforms because of bullshit, so you need to use DS4 for PlayStation controllers. Yeah, man. Hezef says, alright, not judging you. Yeah, man, he wasn't judging you. He was just stating the fact. Richa77 says, how's it? Everything's good, my friend. Thank you for coming back to the channel. How are you? Oh, it's an ad break. So, Richas77. Yeah, you mean he's not able to hear me right now, so I'm gonna answer in the chat. Yeah, give me a sec, people. Okay, Richa77 says, I'm good, man. Oh, you weren't watching the ad, dude? Oh, that's good. That's good. I was answering to you. So Genki says, PS5 works normally on Windows. I found it's just unreal. I don't know, dude. I have to try it. That is weird, dude. Because even the Steam Deck, which would be like the most crazy thing to try something like a Windows build, it just detects everything natively. That's interesting, dude. You should ask for a friend's Xbox controller, Genki. That would be a good thing to test. So Richard77 says, I can still hear you. Oh, so you weren't watching the ad. So I'm happy you're good, dude. What are you working on these days? Thank you for coming. Genki says, but maybe that's more so Steam's work. Dude, but that is Linux. It's running on Proton and shit. If there would be one thing that should be problematic, would be a Windows build from Unreal running on Linux. That should be problematic, and it's not. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. We will see, dude. Let's see, dude, if I can find like a PlayStation controller, or you should find an Xbox controller. That is weird, dude. That's weird. Tipitaco Rat says on YouTube, all right, I gotta go finish the essay. I'm gonna try to watch live stream when I can. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Means a lot, dude. Means a lot that you have been watching the content. Whenever you have a question, dude, just let me know. And by the way, if you want to join the Discord where you can see other people working, dude, sharing their stuff and shit, just go and join the Discord, dude. It's free, right? We're just trying to build up a community there. I'm gonna send it over to YouTube if the bot didn't send it. So there it is, dude. If you want to share your stuff there, what you're working on, feel free to do it. So Genki says, I think Steam has its own systems in place for controller inputs. Steam Deck is goated. It is goated, dude. But the newer PlayStation controllers. Okay, so which is this one, Genki? Is this PlayStation 4? Yeah, which controller is it? Genki says no one uses Xbox where I am in Australia. Everyone is on PS4 or PS5. But the PS5 controller should run natively in Windows. I don't think the PS4 one runs natively, and that is not a problem of Unreal Engine, dude. That is a Windows shit. That is a Sony and Windows shit. What Hastev was saying. But the newest one, which PS5? Ah, that's weird, dude. Yeah, that one should be running natively. That is weird, dude. Yeah. So what did you have to set up on the project settings to make that one work with the Windows build, dude? Okay, let's continue here. I'm just gonna start like moving things around, duplicating them, so we can start like turning this into a whole forest. And we can keep talking. So Genki says it should do PS5 controller. Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should be native, dude. That one should be native. You shouldn't set up anything separate for that one, because I think it was like built with the drivers and shit for Windows 11 and everything. I don't know, dude. I may be mistaken here. But so what do you change on the project settings to make it work, dude? Okay, I'm just gonna keep working on this. We're gonna make a walking path here with another material. Yeah, we're gonna use one of the materials that I haven't used yet. Let me find that one. Yeah, texture. Yeah, I was meaning to use some of the materials that I'm gonna use right now. It's been a while and I didn't figure out where to use them, so I'm gonna figure it out here to where to use them. Okay, give me a sec, people. I'm gonna go into a website. Okay, this one, let's go here. Oh no, that's not the fucking link, dude. So yeah, Genki, let me know, dude. Give me a sec. I'm going back into chat, just trying to find a link of a website that I always forget how the website is named, dude. Yeah, give me a sec. Stylized textures. Okay, here it is. I think here it is. Okay, so on this website, I've been meaning to use a couple materials for a while that are like rocks, like walking path of rocks. So I'm gonna turn those into pixel art. Okay, let's get back to chat. So Genki says the PS5 controller on Unreal Windows is a known issue. It's not exclusive to me. You need to set it up. Let me find a link. Oh shit, dude, that's interesting. Yeah, that's why I was asking, dude. So I know about this issue and I know any workaround around it, so people can play my game on Windows with one of the PS5 controllers. Yeah, man, that's interesting, Genki. Okay, yeah, one of these ones. It's one of these ones, the one that I was looking for. So it looks like a path. Oh, stones with water. Oh, interesting. Yeah, not that one. Let's see this one. Ground with rocks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Hester says, yeah, like I said. Yeah, like you said about the PS5 controller. Yeah, man, I didn't know. So that's why I was saying I thought it was native, like just connected in and shit, like the Xbox one. I didn't know it had like that issue specifically with Unreal, like the newest PS5 controller. It says you have to enable raw input on the project settings. Okay, man. And it doesn't break anything. It just goes with the enhanced input and shit. Yeah. Okay, dude, interesting. Thank you. I'm gonna save that tip. Okay, stone walls. Yeah, rock, metal, industrial, indoor tiles, ground. Yeah, let's see ground. There's another one for like a walking path. Yeah, this one maybe, but I'm trying to look for one that goes with the vibe. Ah, yeah, this is the thing that I'm looking for. This one's interesting, but doesn't have rocks. This is the one with the water, right? This one is cool, but it wouldn't work, I'm pretty sure. So let's try one of these ones. Let's see. Let's decide on which one. So Bardock5 says, hello, what's up, dude? What's up, Bardock? How is your day going? Jesus says, although if you use raw input, it can sometimes catch other USB devices and fuck with your input, so be careful. Yeah, man. Yeah, I knew about that. I knew about the raw input shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we gotta yeah, I gotta do some research about it. Yeah, man, it's tricky. It's tricky. Controllers and shit, and all of this input and shit. Yeah, man. Bardock5 says it's good. I'm on a train right now. Where are you going, dude? Which kind of train? Is it like a bullet train or a regular train, dude? Thanks for coming, dude. Appreciate it. Bardock5 says Osaka to Kyoto Shinkansen. Oh fuck, dude. Is it like going really fast? Can you see how fast it's going? Richa77 says you can connect that PS4 or PS5 controller through Bluetooth to Windows. And how does it work with Unreal? Yeah, we're talking about the Unreal issue that Genki is having. Yeah, controllers are fucking tricky, people. Controllers are tricky. Input is tricky in whichever fucking platform you are. Yeah, developing for. Bardock5 says it's fast as fuck. The train ride, yeah, the Shinkansen. So it's taking max 13 minutes from Osaka to Kyoto. Oh fuck, that is quick, dude. That is quick. Where are you gonna go in Kyoto? Bardock5. Genk says that's not the issue, Richas. I use a PS5 controller to play Steam games. No issues, but it doesn't get recognized in Unreal Engine for dev. So Genki, did you try the build out of Unreal Engine? How did it detect it or not detect it? Like the build that I was trying here. Bardock5 says you don't know where you're gonna go to in Kyoto, dude. Kyoto is a very important city, dude. Yeah, that's a very nice place to go, Bardock5. So I hope you enjoy it, dude. Yeah, you should go to important places there. It's like the second most important city. Yeah, second to Tokyo, I think. But culturally, I would say even more important in many ways. Richa77 says to Genki, oh, I see, but Unreal is a bit funny. Every engine is funny, dude. Not only Unreal. Every fucking engine is fucking funny with input. They all have their quirks and shit. I have worked with Unity. It was funny, dude. I have worked with other shit. And they're always fun. Yeah, man, every engine has its quirks with controllers. Kaki says I use DS5, which converts the PS5 inputs to be recognized as Xbox controller, and that worked. But did you try this on the native build, dude, or inside the engine? Bardock5 says if you can get on hands on some developer versions of the console or the controller, it's a bit difficult if you aren't a part of a pretty well-known game studio. Yeah, man. Yeah, having the dev kits and shit, right? Jesus says I also mentioned that earlier. Genki says both to me. Oh, you tried both. Okay, man, so it's interesting, dude. It's interesting talking about PlayStation controllers. I would say, dude, yeah, they are not that common for me. I didn't know, dude, that was like the biggest market in Australia. I've seen that mostly people use, whether it's Xbox controllers or PC controllers, that when they connect to Windows are detected like Xbox controllers. But gotta think about the PlayStation shit. Bardock5 says the development kits are super easy to use, but it's a fucking headache to get your hands on those. Yeah, man, I know about that shit. Just getting into the circle of developing for all of these platforms and shit, it's hard. It's hard. I know, dude. Okay, so which is the one that I'm gonna use? I may try this one. I'm gonna have to swap up some of these colors, and I don't know if it's gonna be easy. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Let's try this one. Let's see if we can make it work with the texture that we have. So Bardock5 says, yeah, I read that one. Yeah, man, it's a fucking headache. getting into the circle of developing 4 consoles, it's a headache. I think Xbox is the easiest one, then it may be Sony, and fucking Nintendo is the hardest one. Yeah, these people are a big fucking bureaucracy, and it's fucking hard to get a dev kit or get like the rights or like the SDKs for their consoles. So Barak5 says, I can feel the speed on the train. Barak5 says, Nintendo is level impossible. Yes, dude, I know Nintendo is level impossible. I think, dude, they do it in this way so they push smaller devs to go with publishers that already have a deal with them, and they are in bed with the publishers. Yeah, I'm thinking that's why they make it so fucking difficult. Genki says, yeah, shouldn't be worried about platform controls yet. Just something I've experienced because I use a PS5 controller. I'm surprised macOS is doing better all around it versus Windows with Unreal. That is surprising, dude, and it's not normal. Yeah, not at all. Not at all. I don't know why is it, dude. I don't, maybe it's because you started the project in Mac and something was set up and like on the default shit. I don't know why is it working better on Mac than on Windows, because Unreal Engine doesn't run better on Mac than on Windows. Barak5 says, all they want is money. As a game dev, I prefer Windows slightly more. No, dude, I prefer Windows not slightly more. I just prefer it like completely. So yeah, man, I'm thinking Nintendo is in bed with publishers, and that's why they make it so hard for indie devs to get their games into the platform. So you should go through the middlemen, which are the publishers. Genki says, for Nintendo, can't you use a hack switch as a dev kit? No, dude. Nah, it doesn't work like that. It is a different shit. They make it hard, dude. They make it hard. Yeah, Nintendo are assholes. I fucking love Nintendo as a creative force in the history of video games, but as a company, they are assholes. Yeah, corporate assholes. Hesef says to Genki, feel free to shoot me DMs when you have some issues. Been around the block with Unreal for a while. I'm very familiar with controllers fucking up. Yeah, man. Yeah, Hesdev has been around for a good amount of time with Unreal and figuring out controllers and shit. Dude, controllers are tricky. They are fucking tricky. So Genki sending a thumbs up to Hayes. Yeah, man. So shoot a message to Hayes whenever you want. Okay, what the fuck was I gonna do? Yeah, let me... Yeah. Downloads. What is the name of the file, dude? Oh, I haven't even downloaded it. Yeah, I'm fucking stupid. Okay, give me a sec, people. I'm downloading the file right now. Oh, fuck, Google. Just let me fucking log in. It seems like the file is in Google Drive and shit, and for some reason... Okay, there it is. Ground tiles. Yeah, ground tiles with sand. Is it that one? Yeah. Let's unzip this one. Give me a sec, people. I'm getting back to chat. The conversation is cool. Yeah, just give me a sec. Okay, ground tiles 1. Let me see this one. Yeah, that's the one that we're gonna go with, right? Yeah, let me just confirm it's the one. Ground tiles. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, let's turn this into pixel art and shit. Okay, Barak5 sending the love. Bye, gotta go. Thank you, dude, appreciate it. Barak says, oh shit, my train is here. Yeah, dude, have a good time. Have a good time. Barak5 says, porting Minecraft to the Switch was a headache. You remember? Fuck, dude. Yeah, man. It seems like Unreal Engine builds are easy for the Switch. It's just like getting hands on the fucking dev kit and getting the license for the SDK is the tricky thing. Richa77 says, how it's going with your game? It's going good, my friend. I'm happy about many progress that I've been making. I've been dealing with a lot of bugs and shit. You know the drill, right? But I am making progress, dude. I am aiming to release closed demo in the next couple of weeks so I can have it ready for the Steam Next Fest in June. Jesus says, currently trying to animate way big right now for a cool spawn in animation when you transform into him. Yeah, this animation will take a while to make, I can already tell. Hazel says, see ya to Barrack 5 because you reached Kyoto, dude. Enjoy Kyoto, Barrack 5. Appreciate it, dude. Have a good time. Yo, so Hayes, can you show about what you're working on, dude? Dude, I was meaning to talk about this shit. So remember, Hayes, there was like this promo in the Fab Marketplace and Real Engine Marketplace where if you like bought something up of 25 bucks, you would get like a code for like 6 free months of Substance Painter and Substance Modeler. I cannot fucking redeem this shit, dude. Yeah, Adobe fucking sucks. The code never works. It doesn't say that it was redeemed. It just has an error and it says something went wrong on our side. And it would be really cool, dude, to try those software. Joseph says scam. Yeah, Adobe, fucking Adobe scamming people and shit with, yeah, man, I cannot use the code. It always says there was a problem on our side, try again later. Yaki says contact Adobe support. It's surprisingly pretty good. I contacted them, dude, and it was pretty fucking stupid. They were very condescending. They were just like, open it up on a new tab, the website, copy and paste the code, and press the button. That was the help that they were giving me, dude. Yeah, they responded very quickly, but the support was really fucking stupid. They didn't help me in any way. It says shouldn't be a surprise. It's industry standard, very bad as software. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's shitty, dude, because I want to try it. Yaki says fuck Adobe, but I got a 1-year subscription for $8 because I said I was from Lebanon to Adobe support and they sent me a pay link. What a piece of shit, dude. We're friends with Genki people. I'm just joking, but what, dude? I didn't know you could get those kind of things. Hezbollah says Adobe is a piece of shit as a company. Yeah, man. So nah, Genki, I take it back. Adobe is a piece of shit. Take advantage of them. You were right. But dude, why did you say you were from Lebanon, Genki Dev? Why are you using the third world as a bridge to get free shit from Adobe, Genki Dev? Dude, you are fucking crazy. Not in a million years I would have thought to tell to one of these companies, oh, I am from Honduras. It's a third world country in Central America. Could you give me like a code for a discount? Genki says, yeah, legend. You can usually use a VPN and buy from Turkish or Lebanese URL. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That is fucking crazy. Richa77 laughing at this story. This is a crazy fucking story from Genki, dude. Yeah, I didn't know you could pull this type of shit, man. Fuck, dude, I should go and do that. I should tell Adobe, dude, I am a third worldler, and I'm not even lying. It's real. I'm from the third world. Could you give me a discount, dude? Could I get a code for a 1-year subscription to Creative Cloud? Genki says, dude, why not? You gotta game the system. It's like 1,000 Australian dollars for a subscription in Australia. Fuck corporations, social engineering. Genki went full anonymous and shit there with that conversation. You went full anonymous, dude. Yeah, game the system. Yeah, it's corporation, social engineering and shit. Full anonymous, dude. Genki says it's not a discount. It's just how much it costs in Lebanon. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. I didn't know Adobe stuff would be so cheap on some of these places. Here, it's not that cheap, dude. Even if we are a poor country. Okay, this one's gonna be color. Yeah. Okay. Nah. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Yeah. Let's create a new file. This one's gonna be 128 by 128. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I thought it had alpha, like transparency, but no, I was mistaken. But gotta try it, Genki. Yeah, gotta try that shit one of these days. Pull that shit on Adobe. I cannot even like use the fucking code, dude. And I did it. I did it legally and shit. I got the code from Epic, and the code is not fucking working. Okay, this is ambient occlusion, color, height map. Yeah, normal. What do we have? Two normals. Ah, yeah. which is yeah, one is OpenGL and one is DirectX. So yeah, let's close this one. And what is this roughness? Yeah, that's roughness map. So Genki says works with Netflix and YouTube Premium also. I think it has to do with the exchange rates. Really, dude? Which VPN are you using? Because the one that I use gets detected by Netflix. Yeah, those fuckers know how to get around VPNs, but maybe you're using one of the better ones. Okay, color. This one's gonna be ambient occlusion. Let's do 5 layers. Okay, 60-second ad break for the people on Twitch, but we can keep talking with Genki because Genki doesn't get ads. So yeah, man, which VPN are you using? Okay, color. This is height map. Yeah, we will see, because I gotta change the colors on the color map so it goes with the other ground. Yeah, we'll see if this works. Hey, Steph says, I just posted a picture of the character I'm making an animation for in the Discord. I want him to start in a ball when you transform into him and then expand outwards and stand up. Okay, dude, let's check it out. So people, let's check out what HazeDev is working on. Give me a sec, dude. So this is HazeDev. We're currently making an animation for this guy. When you transform into him, he'll start crawled up into a ball and then expand outwards and stand up, and should look pretty cool. Yeah, man, your game, this is a Ben 10 fan game, people, which HazeDev is making and has gone viral. This shit has gone viral on YouTube and shit, so he's now extending the universe of this game. Good for you, dude. I want to see the animation, dude. I want to see the animation. Seems that it's gonna be some complex shit. Genki says, I was using Nord and then Surfshark, but don't have one anymore. Yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I was using before Private Internet Access. That's the name of, and it's a good one, dude, but it got detected by Netflix. Yeah, that one got detected by Netflix. So thanks, Haze. We want to see the animation, dude. Thank you for sharing, dude. Richa says, Ben 10 was a cool show back in the day. Yeah, Haze is like a hardcore fan, dude, and he's making a game about it. Haze says, I just started, so it'll be a bit. Yeah, man, I assumed it's gonna take a while, this animation, right? Seems to be a very, very complex idea, dude. Are you gonna make the animation in Blender, dude, and then you bring it into Unreal as in FBX? How does it work? How are you gonna approach it? Okay, we're just gonna continue doing this material and we can keep talking. Hezef says always Blender. Yeah, man. No, it makes sense, dude. You are a pro in Blender, so it makes sense that you do the hard shit, like the animations there, and then you export FBX, right, Haze? Or do you use one of those other formats like GLTF and shit? Yeah, which is the one that you bring the files into Unreal? Okay, let's export these files. Okay, no, not yet. Yeah, we gotta change the color so it suits this other ground. Yeah, this one. So we gotta switch up the colors of this. So let me select this with the magic wand. Yeah, let's change the tolerance, make it higher. Yeah, that's way too much. Let's try 28. Yeah, it's getting there. Even way too much. Let's try 17. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, Jesus says FBX is the industry standard, so I use that. Yeah, man, I know FBX, but I was asking just because the other day FBX wasn't working for me from BlockBench, but that is just a BlockBench thing. It seems like GLTF that I hadn't used before in all of my life. I had used FBX, OBJ and shit. This was the first time that this GLTF worked for me, but it only works with BlockBench stuff that you bring into Unreal. Yeah, interesting stuff. Yo, so HazeDev, I hope everything goes well, dude. Best luck to you on this crazy endeavor of this animation. Genki says to Nerdy, was this the animated model? Yeah, that was the robot, the animation that I was bringing from BlockBench. The FBX didn't work. The GLTF was the one that worked. Hesef says, not surprised. BlockBench is being weird. It's meant for Minecraft after all. Yeah, man, but yeah, I should do those animations in Blender. You are right there. But that day, I was just trying to try shit just for the sake of it. Just because I wanted to try animations in BlockBench and shit and see how would they work. But I'm thinking, yeah, man, it's a way better workflow to do these things in Blender. Like I was doing it before with the mech. Yeah, it is built for Minecraft, for sure. And I have been dude, I have been playing all of this new shit on Minecraft Bedrock with these add-ons and shit. And I can see all of the BlockBench shit on the marketplace. And I'm like, dude, it would be cool to make some shit for Minecraft. So I may do that in the future. Have just said animate where you want to. No, I know, dude, I know. But Blender is better, dude. Yeah, way better. The files just work. There are no workarounds like what I was doing in BlockBench and shit. Blender is way better. It was just a test, a crazy test to see how did it work, and I made it work. It was a very interesting process that day, just like, yeah, troubleshooting shit. Okay, I think this color works. Let me see. Let's bring a couple of these into here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this on another layer. Yeah, let's paint it over. Let me see. Yeah, so on this one, let's create like a mask. Yeah, now let's do like an overlay. I think nah, overlay doesn't work. Soft light. Nah, it seems like I gotta like bring the whole fucking material here, because just reducing the opacity doesn't do the trick. Because okay, I know what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna use pieces of this texture here for that other part on that other texture. So Hefze says, yeah, I'm always going to promote Blender. I know, dude. I know you fucking love Blender and shit, and I understand why you love it, dude. Because it's king, dude. That is just the truth about it. Blender is king. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do all of this shit throughout all of this texture and shit. Grab pieces of this other texture and bring them onto that other texture, and then I'm gonna do a mask on the parts that are brown. Yeah. Okay, no, let's start this again. Let's bring this one here. Yeah, awesome. So people, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, do not forget to subscribe on YouTube, and also give me a follow on Twitch. Would really appreciate it. What? Check it out. Who is in chat? Polyfim, I hate Aseprite. Why, dude? Why the fuck do you hate Aseprite, dude? Dude, Aseprite, I know, dude, that pixel art may not be your thing, but Aseprite is king in pixel art, dude. This would be like saying I hate Blender as a 3D artist. Polyfim says, what's up? All good, dude. Having cool conversations today. What about you, dude? I was meaning. Genki is like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, man. Polyfim always wants to come with the hot takes and shit and derail the conversation, and I like derailing the conversation. So Polyfim, keep it going. Yo, so Polyfim, I saw you were live streaming earlier, dude, but it was a short live stream, right? Because when I wanted to go into your live stream, you weren't live streaming anymore. What happened, dude? Were you having issues with the connection? Genki says to Polyfim, what did Aseprite do to you? Polyfim says, I tried on stream. It was so hard to use. My normal workflow don't work with it. Oh, yes, dude. Obviously. Aseprite is a very different fucking software than Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop, dude. very, very different, dude. So that's why you hate it, dude, just because it's not like Clip Studio Paint. Hey Zev says hi to Polyphim. Yeah, Polyphim says I streamed earlier. So you were streaming pixel art, dude. Aseprite, that's what you were trying to stream. That's crazy, dude. Polyphim says to Genki, not bent to my demands. Yeah, no, so you're just being crazy, Polyphim. Don't listen to this person. He's crazy. He's really fucking cool. But if you want to start using Aseprite, just do it, people. Don't listen to Polyphim. Aseprite is cool. Dude, it's not like Photoshop. It's a different fucking kind of software, dude. Polyphim is mad at Aseprite. Yankee says to Polyphim, I think you can do pixel art in Photoshop pretty good. You can, dude. But it's not built for that. It's like BlockBench and animation. You can make animations there, but it's not built for that. Polyphim says, yeah, I see one. Have to work slow and methodically. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. I think Aseprite has the best tools. And I think I would be slower with pixel art in another software. Even if I tried Photoshop and shit. And I know how to use Photoshop because I have been a graphic designer and shit. But I think I would make way more progress in pixel art in Aseprite, dude, in many ways. Polyphim says, I'll post the bullshit I did on stream on the Discord. Okay, dude, post it. Send it over. We're gonna see what you were doing. Polyphim hates Aseprite, people. Yeah, crazy person in chat. Don't listen to him. He's crazy. But I'm happy that you're here, dude. How was the stream, dude? Like the quality of the stream? Did you talk on the mic today, Polyphim, or still not talking on the mic? We want to hear you, dude. You gotta do the mic, dude. Genki says the bullshit Polyphim did on stream is probably way better than anything we have done in Aseprite. Yeah, man. This is some bullshit humbleness. Yes, Polyphim is like that. He says like, I was doing some shitty fucking illustration and then he posted and we're like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah, this is like some shitty humble bragging. Polyphim says I only talked when talked. So what does that even mean, dude? What the fuck does that even mean, Polyphim? Genki says he was like the other day, I'm just scribbling some lines and it was fucking art. Yeah, he's a humble bragger. Don't believe him. He's a fucking good artist. Do not believe him. So Polyphim, let me know, dude, when it's ready on the Discord. Okay, let's do the mask for this shit. So Polyphim posted. Okay. Yeah, man. This is what Polyphim did in Aseprite. Yeah, for a first day, dude. This doesn't seem like something that someone would do on a first day, dude. In Aseprite, Polyphim. Polyphim says I was playing piano and using Aseprite at the same time, so no focus for talking. What, dude? So you did this shit while you were playing piano? Genki says, bro, what the fuck is that? That is next level. Yeah, man. It is pixel art, but it doesn't have the pixel art vibes that we think about, right? It has way more resolution, but it's pixel art. Yeah, and he was just using he was just using one half of his fucking brain. He was playing piano with the other hand. So shut up, dude, with your humble bragging and saying it is shitty. I have no idea what I'm doing and shit. No one believes you anymore on this community. We know you're a fucking good artist, dude. Genki says you would go viral if you posted this in pixel art groups. Especially if you kept working on it a couple more days and you polished it in the Polyphim way, dude, you could have really good pixel art very soon, Polyphim. Polyphim says, yeah, I think I'm still not used to the mindset you have to have when tackling pixel art. Dude, I would just keep polishing this piece. You are getting somewhere there. And you know all of the art shit, like the lighting, colors, using shit. So it would be really interesting to see what you can do on a week of Aseprite, 2 weeks of Aseprite, dude. You should keep it going, dude, just for the sake of us seeing what you're gonna do. Okay. Let's see. No, fucking stupid. No, that's not it. Okay, this one. Let's select it again. Let's go to the folder. The layer. Okay, this one. Let's delete it. No, it's the other one. Okay. Yeah, okay, there it is. So I am now just gonna like reduce the opacity of this. Yeah. And this looks like shit right now. But with the other maps, I think this will make sense. We're gonna keep polishing it, right? But I think this will make sense. Polyphim says, be honest, people, or I'll never learn. Dude, I am not talking shit. I know that you still have to polish this. Yeah. It doesn't seem like your finished work because I've seen your finished work. So I know that you can turn this piece into some fucking crazy pixel art piece. But it really shows that you are already a traditional artist. So you very quickly can become a good pixel artist, dude. I am not lying. Genki says to Polyphim, I think you just need to learn the program and get used to it. Your work is already amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Genki says it's not a sprite, it's actual art you've made. Yeah, man, this is not like the 16 by 16 pixel shit that I'm doing. Yeah, this is what I was doing earlier, people. I was doing some grass that HazeDev said it looks like weed. And then Polyphim in his first fucking day in Aseprite goes and do this. Yeah. So, no, I'm not joking, Polyphim. Polyphim says to Genki, I feel it's more like building. I had a hard time sketching zoom out and using a pen. Yeah, man, I would understand that it's not easy for you going into pixel art. I would totally understand. But you're gonna get it, dude. Genki says, yeah, so a lot of pixel artists actually use a mouse instead of a pen. Yeah, a mouse. Yeah, a mouse. It looks like Widnox for sure. Yeah, man. But fuck it. I'm gonna keep it, dude. I am gonna keep it. I know in my heart it is not weed. Polyphim says, Genki, thanks, man. You're right. I fought a lot with using the tools and menus. I think I will have to use a mouse. Maybe, dude. But maybe not, because you already have like the technique to draw with the pen. I have seen many people doing good pixel art with the pen, dude. I use a pen in Aseprite. By the way, when I'm drawing like sprites from characters, I prefer a pen. Genki says you could probably learn to use the pen though. Like there are artists who use a pen on a tablet. Yeah, I use the pen on the tablet, dude, on Aseprite when I'm doing characters and shit. I prefer that workflow. I may use the mouse for this kind of things like textures and shit, but characters and shapes and forms, I use a pen. HazeDev says to Polyphim, in pixel art, colors tend to be very similar to each other, creating a smooth kind of look sometimes. Yours has strong colors changing a lot in the pixel art, which looks kind of jarring. Polyphim says, oh cool, I thought no one used the pen. No, dude, a lot of people use the pen with Aseprite. What HazeDev says is true, dude. So you could limit yourself. This piece would look even better than how it's looking in Polyphim if you limited yourself to one of these palettes. Let me show you the palettes. Load a palette, color palette. Yeah, where are they? Okay, we've got presets here. Yeah, the color palettes, dude. So there are different ones. Just try to make something limited with one of these ones, dude, and it's gonna look really cool, Polyphim. Yeah, Genki says you need a color palette. Yeah, man. Yeah. Color palettes are really gonna help you, dude. Yeah, pixel art has its own, yeah, color theory. Yeah, it may be close to the regular art color theory, but it has its own quirks. Yeah, it has its quirks. Okay, what did you anti-aliasing fundamentals for pixel artists? This is what Genki posted in the chat. So yeah, go and check out this article. It is a good article, people. Yeah, thanks a lot, Genki. Good resource, dude. Good resource. Appreciate it. So there it is in the chat, people. That tutorial. So Polyphim says to Haze, you are right. I think I have to limit the color palette. Seeing I can't use opacity pressure and textures like with raster based programs. You can use opacity, dude, but you could limit yourself to the color palette, and it's gonna detect the pressure of the pen, but still inside that color palette. Polym says thanks to Genki. Yeah, man. And hue shifting also. Yeah, exactly. Hue shifting and shit. Yeah, it has its own quirks. The theory has many things that are like alike with regular traditional art, but pixel art has its own quirks, so it starts to feel like pixel art. But at the end of the day, dude, if you don't want to limit yourself, you want to go crazy, just go crazy. Yeah, who knows if you can push the envelope in your own way in pixel art, polythene, but try to do it with color palettes, dude. We want to see what you can do, limiting yourself with the colors. Okay, let me see. Guy says, I want to see what polythene does with pixel art after using for a month. Yeah, man, that's what I'm telling. I want to see what you're gonna do in a month. Hazel says, growing up making art for Minecraft gave me an advantage in this area. Yeah, man. Minecraft and doing shit for Minecraft is a good school. You get all of the color theory about pixels and pixel art and shit, the limitations and how you should think about the art. That is true, dude. Genki sending the color palettes to Polyphim. Yeah, those are ones, dude, and also Aseprite has its own. You can find them there. Okay, let me see. What the fuck was I gonna do? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you'll see this, people. You'll see this. This doesn't make sense, but you'll see how it starts making sense. Okay, I'm gonna save this one. This one's gonna be... What the fuck is this gonna be? Yeah, this one's gonna be ground bark. Rocks. Yeah. Where was this? And ground bark. So I'm gonna create a new folder. This one's gonna be M. Ground bark rocks 01. Yeah, because this one has the rocks. What else? Yeah, this one's gonna be ground bark rocks 01 color. Okay, let's export that one. This one's gonna be AO. Okay, read in chat. Polymer says yes, but I also don't think doing it this way would be a productive way for making assets. I need to research about that. Yeah, man. Yeah, for like making assets for games, yeah, go with the color palettes for sure. Polymer says to Genki, love this page. Genki says pixel art works better with limitations. Yeah, man, for sure. That is like the best piece of advice for a new pixel artist. Limit yourself and it's gonna look better. For sure. What Hastev says also, Polymer says to Genki, agree. Yeah, man. Genki says try doing something on a 64 by 64 or 128 by 128 canvas. Yeah, man. Those limitations are gonna push you to think about the shapes and the details in a different way. Hastev says, yo, making me want to get back into pixel art. Pixel art is cool, dude. It is like the craziest kind of art that the change of time and the future and development of computers cannot get rid of. I fucking like that about pixel art, dude. It's not going away anywhere. Even if we have AIs and robots walking around and shit, and we have flying cars and we go to other planets, we are still gonna be doing pixel art, and I fucking love it, dude. Genki says Ben 10 2D side scroller would be neat. Yeah, I'm thinking it wouldn't be Unreal Engine. Polymer says to Genki, yeah, I'm so used to not have limitations in size. Yeah, man. Limitations are different in pixel art. You should definitely go and try to limit yourself. You're gonna start doing way better pixel art. Polymer says need to develop a sense of synthesis. Indeed. Genki says it's just how pixel art is. It's why it's pixel art, because the canvas is limited to that size. Yeah, man, we could go like crazy here and have like 2000 by 2000 canvas here in Aseprite, and it will still look have like the rough edges of the pixels, but it stops looking like pixel art. You can do it, but it stops looking like what we like about pixel art. Those limitations are cool. Genki says stop with your anti-2D Unreal propaganda. Dude, it's not anti-2D Unreal propaganda. I know you can make 2D games in Unreal, like full 2D games, not what you and me are doing. I would never go and do a 2D game in Unreal, dude. this would be like, I don't know, dude, like making, yeah, high resolution paintings in Aseprite, dude. I could like create a canvas of 10,000 pixels by 10,000 pixels to make a painting here in Aseprite, dude. That doesn't mean that I should do it. And for me, Unreal and 2D would be that, dude. It is doable, but there are way better options for full 2D. Yeah, man. Even if I'm using Unreal. Yeah, I would never tell to someone starting to do 2D games, you should go with Unreal Engine. Nah, man. You don't. I don't have to hate it to say that that is the truth, dude. Okay, this AO. This gonna be height map. Yeah, nah, man. There are way better engines for 2D. This would be like trying to do 3D with Game Maker Studio, dude. It is doable. You can do it, dude. It's way too much of a fucking headache. Yeah, I would never go and do a 3D game, even if you can do it and it can look cool and shit. But there are way better options for you. Okay, this one's gonna be normal, and finally this one's gonna be roughness. Okay, let's go and bring this into Unreal. Let's see how it's gonna look. We're gonna have go back and forth with this. I'm pretty fucking sure we're gonna have to tweak it. Okay, let me find this one, ground bark, and let's copy a couple of these assets. So I'm gonna copy this one and this one, those ones. Ground bark, where was this? Yeah, ground bark wall 1. Yeah, I'm gonna create a new folder. This one's gonna be ground bark rocks 01. Yeah, okay, there it is. So Polyphim, we want to see what you can do, dude. You are a very, very good fucking artist, dude. You have a lot of experience, so it'd be really cool, dude, what you can cook in a month of limiting yourself to the rules of pixel art. Polyphim says, thanks for all the advice, guys. Thanks to you, dude, for sharing your stuff. Means a lot. We want to see you working on this shit on Twitch, dude. Are you coming back tomorrow on Twitch? And if you're coming, at what time? Okay, let's import all of this shit. Ground bark, where are you? Okay, here it is. Yeah, Polyphim, let me know, dude. When are you live streaming tomorrow? And you gotta like turn on the mic, dude. You gotta turn on the mic from the beginning of the stream and talk in all of the stream, dude. No pressure, but you have to do it, dude. We want to hear you insulting us and shit. Okay, we've got all of those set up. Awesome. Genki says, I'ma stream some pixel art while waiting for Mrs. Genki. Oh, right now, dude? Okay, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, Genki. So if you're gonna be live streaming, dude, I may go and raid you if you are still available in like an hour when I finish. Polyphim says, I'll be coming back, yes, but I don't have any schedule yet. Sure, but I'm not the talky type of guy. Dude. I know you people do not believe me, but I am not the talky type of guy also, dude. I just learned to do this shit, dude. Yeah. I think the point in which I learned how to be a talky type of guy in front of the camera and a microphone was when I was like giving online classes on the pandemic. That's when I learned, because I was not like this. Polyphim says, I do not believe you indeed. You may not believe me, but it's true, dude. Genki says, Nerdy as a talky guy, he's Mr. Charisma. Shut the fuck up, dude. I am not Mr. Charisma or anything, dude. It would be really cool that you people saw me in real life, like in a real life social event, so you can see NerdyPunkDev in the wild. I am not a talky type of guy, dude. I just start being a talky type of guy with people that I start feeling that they are friends. But if I don't know people, dude, it's really fucking hard for me to talk, dude. And I learned to talk in front of a mic and a camera when I was giving classes, live classes in the pandemic through Zoom. I was like giving classes to 100 kids at the same time, dude. So that really pushed me to being a talky type of guy in front of a computer. That doesn't mean I am a talky type of guy in real life and shit. So I'm thinking, Polyphim, you should just get the hang of this shit and you're gonna start talking, dude. Hesef says to Polyphim, shoot me DMs whenever you want some feedback. I'm pretty much always online. Yeah, Hesef is pretty much always online. That is not wrong. This is true. These allegations are true. Okay, let's rename this one Ground Bark Rocks 01. Yeah, we will see how this looks. And this one, let's rename it Ground Bark Rocks 01. Polyphim says to HazeDev, thank you. Yeah, thanks, dude, for supporting the community and shit. All of him, I am not, dude, a talky type of guy. This is just like Riz, dude. You've got the Riz because you learn how to have the Riz and have girlfriends all throughout the world. And I can talk in front of the mic because I learned how to talk in front of the mic. So it's the same thing, dude. It's something that you learn how to do. Haves says, I'm half fused with the computer, becoming one entity. Yeah, man, I'm also that shit. Polyphim says to Hayes, seem to you, I think I'm always online too. I think all of us are always fucking online, terminally online type of people. Yeah. Okay, this one's gonna be Ground Bark Rocks Color. Yeah, Polyphim, it's something that you learn, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can learn it. Like you telling me yesterday that having reads with the girls is something that you learn. Talking in front of a mic, dude. Having a camera live streaming, something that you learned, dude. I wasn't born like this. I am not a Mr. Charisma guy. What Genki was saying. Close friends can tell you this, dude. This is fucking true. I am not lying. Okay, this one's gonna be roughness, and let's find normal, AO, and finally the magic one, height map. Okay, let's apply this one. Let's go to the mesh. Ground bark rocks. Okay, this is how it looks with the rocks, people. Yeah, I may add a bit more of displacement to this shit. Yeah, but we'll see. Richard says, cheers, gotta run and hope you have a good stream, my friend. Thank you for coming back, appreciate it. Come back whenever you want, dude. Have a good rest of your day or night. Polyphim says, yeah, I know you were right, but that might not be my goal being with Mr. Charisma. You already took that role. Dude, I didn't took shit. This was not my goal. I can fucking assure you this was not my goal, dude. You should go and find like my first live stream on YouTube, dude. It must be there. The first one from last year when no one was watching and shit. You can see the difference, dude. You can see the difference. This was not my plan. I don't think I am Mr. Charisma. Shit. Shut up. This was not a plan, dude. It's just that the conversations start getting so interesting that you start to feel more comfortable. Polyphim says you will find your waifu in no time. We hope so, dude. May God hear you, dude, that I may find a waifu here on Twitch. Hesa says we've all told our family about you, Nerdy, being in our life. What, dude? What are you talking about, Haze? Haze, do you have siblings, dude? I don't think I have asked you this question before. Do you have siblings? Polyphim, do you have? How is your relationship with your siblings, people? Okay, let's see this shit. Okay, so the brown, see, the brown is the same tone. Yeah, so it doesn't like break things. But I may add a bit more of displacement to the rocks. Yeah, and I have to like change the center of this. So here's it says I do, but they're kind of assholes. My sister is cool though. Oh, what? You have siblings, but you don't like them, but your sister is cool. That's interesting, dude. How old is your sister? Is she younger or older than you? Polyphim says, Nerdy, educating the youth of the world. I have two sisters, older, good relation, both live in the US. Yeah, man, I have two sisters. One lives in here in Honduras. and the other one lives in Taiwan, in the other fucking side of the world. How long has it been, Polyphone, since you have seen your sisters living in the US? So Hayes, why do you like your sister? Is she also a nerd, a geek like you? Or she supports you? Hayes says they're like almost 30. Yeah, older than you, right? Did they bully you, dude, when you were younger? That's why you don't like them? They were like, we're gonna bully the smaller sibling king shit. Okay. Yeah, this one shouldn't be like connected to that other one. Yeah, I'm just like gonna have it like that. But it seems like we need a bit of green here also. Yeah, that's what I said. We were gonna be going back and forth here. Let me see this one, this material. Yeah, the center and the displacement. So magnitude, we've got 30 right now. Let me try 50, a bit more, so we can see more of the rocks. Well, says Taiwan, have you visited her? Nah, dude, it's way too fucking far away and expensive. My mom went there right now. She's like literally on the plane. But it's like the first time that she goes in like almost 4 years. It's expensive to go there. Oliver says, I saw them last year, I think. I got to visit them on the States from time to time. Most of my close family lives in the US. Oh, why did you come back to Colombia, Polyphim? Do you like Colombia more than other countries? Hazel says, nah, it's just that my sister makes excuses for my brother, and then my brother is kind of an asshole with how he's treated me because I'm different from them because they're crazy extroverts, and I don't fuck with that shit. Yeah, man. Oh shit, dude, this sounds like the typical American movie, dude. The typical relationship of American siblings. Hesdev says he wants me to do dangerous shit in like spiders, crawlers up cliffs and shit to risk my life. Fucking stupid. Yeah, man. Don't do it, dude. That is not your vibe. You are not that kind of person. I hate people that want to push other people to do things that they are not like that, dude. You are a computer nerd. Embrace that shit. Polim says, yeah, also, I never applied for any type of visa. Applied for any type of visa that lets you live there. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, dude. I understand. But if you could, dude, would you have gone to live in the US like your family, or do you really like Colombia? Yeah, where you told me yesterday your parents live at some point in Switzerland, right? Did they come back to Colombia, dude? Okay, let's apply this one so we can see a bit more of the displacement. Yeah, check it out. It starts to look like voxels, which is really fucking cool. Yeah, 50 may be cool. Yeah, we'll see. Let me add a couple of green into the texture. I fucking like this playlist. Let me remember which playlist is this one, and so I don't lose it. Yeah, now I saw it. Okay, let's do the color one. Okay, here it is. So let's get a couple of green and put it around there. Awesome. Okay, chat. Paul says, I lived there a year. I love the state's geography, but that's all I love. That's all right. Not the culture. It's too different and shit, I imagine. Have to say, yeah, it's a bit stupid when people don't understand. People just don't vibe with things. Yeah, man. I think you shouldn't limit yourself on trying new shit in life, dude. But only if you want to try it. Not because somebody else is pushing you. Because I have been a computer nerd all of my life, and I ended up becoming in love with bicycles and having adventures in bicycles and going through long roads and shit, which is not like the regular thing for a computer nerd, right? But I decided that. Nobody pushed me to do that. So, yeah, man. I totally get what you're saying, Hayes. Yeah, it's shitty, dude, when people just want to push other people to do shit that they don't like. Pauline says, I think I would be broke as fuck there. In the US? Yeah, man, the US is fucking expensive. Most Americans don't have like the idea of how different in economy the economy is in the US from these places. Like in California, in San Francisco, with $1,000 in rent, you would find a shithole place to live in San Francisco. With $1,000 here in where I live, I would be living in a fucking penthouse on a fucking tower, dude. Yeah. Those are the differences in economy. Column says, and nowadays it's not a good place to be Latino there. Yeah, I think some places it's still cool, dude. There are some places that definitely not, but some places it's still cool. That is the crazy thing about the US. It can be very different from state to state. Column says, I spent 3 days on the hospital a couple of years ago. Paid $20 total with my insurance. On Colombia, right? Not in the US, right? Yeah, this example is from Colombia, right? Yeah, so yeah, we should add a bit of green there, so it looks natural, like it's part of the ground. Okay. He says, nowadays it's not a good place to be anything in the US. Yeah, man, crazy times we're living. Crazy times we are living. I don't think not only in the US, dude. Wherever you are living, these are crazy times, indeed. Hey, Apollo says, yeah, Colombia. Yeah, man. Yeah. In the US, that wouldn't be like feasible, like possible and shit. Yeah, cheap yeah, medical treatment and shit. Yeah, man, I think I would also be broke in the US. Fucking definitely I would be broke in the US, dude. You are right, Polyphim. Yeah, it's very different, dude. Like there are many benefits, dude, to the United States of America. It's like the biggest country in the world and shit, biggest society in the world and shit. But it's not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone, dude. And it may fucking break you if you're not from there and you try to go and live there, try to adapt, and you're gonna be like missing your society, your country, and the prices of the place you come from. Yeah, because it's so fucking expensive, dude. It's very different. Yeah, like that is like the best example. Medical treatment, rent, especially in like these big cities like San Francisco, New York. Dude, what the fuck can you get with $1,000 in New York for like renting a place? A very shitty place, right? Dude, $1,000, I would be living like a fucking king here in this city where I live. Yeah, I would have like a pool and shit, a penthouse and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's how different things are in each country. Okay, let me grab a couple of this. It says $1,000 in New York is cardboard box under the bridge. Exactly, dude. Exactly. I know that. I know it's a cardboard box under a bridge in New York, dude. Here in the city that I live in, the capital city of Honduras, dude, that is a penthouse. Oliver says there are many things I love. I like those neighborhoods with one-floor house that have a basement. I fucking love basements and attics. Yeah, man, that is a very American thing. We don't have basements here or attics in any way. It would have to be a very weird house or crazy house here where I live to have a basement or an attic. Yeah, not common. Colin says we don't have that model here though through houses are made of brick, not cardboard. Yes, just like here. Houses here are not made of it's not cardboard in the US, people. Polyphim is joking. Right, Polyphim. Yeah, it's like wood, right? But here we're also built with brick. I don't know if it's more or less expensive. I'm assuming it would be more expensive, but things are way more expensive in the US that even wood is more expensive than building with brick in the United States. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So this shit makes sense. Yeah, I think we are set. Yeah, I think we are set. This is gonna look like what I was aiming for. Okay, Awesome, there it is. So I read that one. Anthony Gaming on Twitch says, hi dude, what's up my dude, thank you for coming back to the channel. How are you, Anthony? What are you working on today in Roblox Studio? Pauline says, yeah, it's not cardboard. Yeah, dude, don't be an asshole, dude, with the American houses. Why do you have to be like this, Polypheme? Do you live in an apartment, Polypheme, or a house in Colombia? How is like the rent in Colombia, dude? Okay, I think this one works. Let me save it. Let's replace the color one. Anthony says, I am good, still working on my map. Good for you, dude. You're cooking, dude. Keep cooking, keep working. Don't lose the momentum, dude. Let's re-import this texture. What are you working on right now, specifically in the map, Anthony Gaming on Twitch? Okay, let's just see how it looks with the camera and shit. Yeah, it's looking like something. Let me move these trees to here to like the front so we can walk through there. Hey, says, haven't seen Anthony in here in a hot minute. No, but he has been here, dude. Even with Polypheme, he has come back to the channel. So I thank Anthony for not leaving the channel. Yo, Anthony, what are you working on right now in Roblox, dude? Yeah, it had been a while, Hastem, but he has been coming these last few days, and now he's making a game in Roblox. Okay, so the grass, there's continuity on the material, right? From the grass, so I may just place it at ground level. This shit, yeah, ground level works. I may add a bit of more like contrast to this whole like part of the rocks. So let me see this layer, adjustment, contrast. Yeah, this one. Let's save this one again. Polypheme says, be right back. Okay, dude, don't worry about it. Polypheme says, I rent an apartment. Really, rent depends on the city. I live in a cheap ass city. 3-bedroom apartment, paid $350, I think, a month. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that is a cool price to pay. So yeah, check it out, people. $350 for a 3-bedroom apartment. Hesbeth says, have you seen the Last of Us season 2 premiere? I have seen the 2 episodes, not only the premiere. Hayes, do you like this show, dude? I like this show, dude. I know it's been receiving a lot of hate by crazy people, dude, but I am enjoying it, dude. I am enjoying it. What about you? Are you liking it or not? Okay, let's save this one, replace it, export. Hesef says, I really like it. Yeah, man, I'm also liking it. I don't go with the opinion of the mob. So deep shit, dude. Did you see the last episode, dude? The second one? I hope you saw that one, dude, because if not, you're gonna get like shitty ass spoilers on Twitch, on Twitter, or everywhere. Yeah, Hesef says, yeah, the incident. Yeah, man. Yeah, shit is getting crazy. Anthony says, I am making the map like buildings and terrain. Fuck yeah, dude. Terrain tools are really cool in Roblox Studio. I remember those ones. They are really, really nice, Anthony. I hope you're enjoying the process, dude. Okay, did I replace this one? Yeah. Okay. Let's go back into Unreal Engine. Not quite there yet with the colors, but we are getting there. Okay, re-import with new file. Let's see if these colors are not that crazy. Yeah, I'm liking more these tones of the color. So Anthony, if you have anything to share, dude, on the Discord, just let me know, dude. You know the drill, right? Yeah, okay, this one, BP ground bark. Let's replace this one. Yeah, ground bark, rocks, and here ground bark, rocks also. Okay, let's compile this one. Let's go back here. So I'm just gonna replace this one with that one. Yeah, okay, let's start duplicating shit. Not that axis, this axis. Okay, transform, mirror on X. Gonna move it here. Let's start. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have like a walking path now. Yeah, I may add like some lanterns here to the sides so it looks more natural and shit. So yeah, give me a sec. So Anthony, yeah man. So Hayes, dude, good episodes. I am enjoying the show, dude. I really enjoyed the first season of The Last of Us, dude. I don't listen to the haters, dude. If I like something, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Crasher says, Nerdy Sensei, I'm back here. How's everything going? Dude, you are a crazy person, Crasher. I'm not a sensei of anything, but I appreciate you coming back to the channel. Crasher, how are you, dude? How are things going on your side? What are you working on today? Appreciate it. Jesus says, great episode. Second episode was fucking awesome. Yeah, man. Deep fucking episode. Yeah, I like the acting shit, the writing and everything, the zombies. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying the show. I am enjoying the show. What was I gonna fucking do? Yeah, some lanterns, right? Lantern. Yeah, maybe one of this. Yeah, no, let me go and see. In props, stone lamp, shrine lamp. Yeah, shrine lamp. Yeah, let's try this one. So it feels like a place that we should walk into. A mysterious thing. Mysterious place, right? What would be like the angle of these ones? I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking the angle would be this one, but they do not look as cool from that angle with the camera. Yeah, let me see. Yo, Crusher, what are you doing? Nah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, in that angle. Okay, awesome. There it is. Let's see if people have posted on the Discord. Yeah, no, those are the last things. So if anyone posts on the Discord, please let me know. Okay, awesome. Let's see how does the walking path of rocks looks. Yeah, looks like a walking path and shit. Yeah, it may be a bit light now, so I may reduce the brightness of this. Yeah, a bit. But the contrast was cool. Hey, it says I post soon with the animation blocked out. Fuck, dude, already? How the fuck can you do that so quick, dude? Shit. But post it, dude. Send it over. Okay, let's... I've got that one. Let's see. Let's re-import it. Ground bark. Import new files. Okay. Yeah, this is the color that I was looking for. So this one, I may move it a bit up so like the rocks go into the thing. Yeah. Coffee stream bot auto message. How long is it? 2 hours and a half, so half an hour to go, people, and then we're gonna do a raid on Genki Dev if he's still online. Okay. Snapping pivot, set pivot offset here. Yeah. Okay, not that much. Or I may move the train station a bit back up. Yeah. So I want to make like the rocks go under that shit. That's why I'm moving things here. So pivot point, set pivot offset here. Yeah, like that. And I'm gonna move the train station a bit up. Right, where's the player start? Yeah, the player start is okay. So now I'm able to do this. See, the rocks go inside the other mesh, so they look more natural, like a walking path. Yeah, awesome. So let's keep going. So when we get into the forest, we have like the translucent material. I may make it a bit more translucent. Yeah, now that I'm seeing it, yeah, a bit more translucent. So where is this one? Tall tree 1. So it's divided by 4.4 right now. Let's divide it by 4.8. Yo, people, chat. If you want to talk about anything, you have any questions about what I'm doing, let me know in the chat. Chat is open. If it's your first time On this channel, I don't bite. I'm fucking stupid, but I don't bite. Just send whichever message you want to send. Crasher, where did you go, dude? I told you I was okay, I was good. How about you, Crasher? What are you working on today, my friend? Yeah, I think even more. Yeah, that's the thing about materials. Sometimes they look like what you're looking for, sometimes they do not. Let's try 6. Maybe 6 is like way too much, and now the transition is like way too fucking crazy. So yeah. Yeah. No, I think this one it is. It's the one. Yeah, awesome. Let's keep extending this walking path and shit. So this one, it's gonna go up on up to the walls of the mountain. Yeah, and then we're gonna have another path here and another path there, so we're gonna have like 2 secret places to go here. Okay, let me duplicate this one and let's rotate it. Okay, this one we're just gonna leave it at 1. Yeah, okay, awesome. Let's keep it going on this side. Okay, no, not that one. Yeah, this one. So this path is gonna take us to whichever fucking thing I decide to do there, and this other one is gonna take us to whichever fucking thing I decide to do here, right? So I'm just blocking out the level. That's what I'm doing. Just blocking out the level. How about if we bring this forest here? Yeah. Let me see. So let's bring this other trigger volume to here. So this one, let's get a reference on the blueprint, level blueprint. So if we overlap this one, create a reference. Yeah, collision, add-on, begin actor, overlap. Yeah, we're gonna get a reference to this other one, this other forest. Yeah, and we're gonna do this same shit. Okay, there it is. Forest, target, mesh component. Yeah. Okay, so let me see how that forest looks when I go into the even more in the back of the place. Yeah, let's do the walk up until here. I want to see like how these trees look. Yeah, in the front of the camera. Okay. So those trees should go. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Is that the right reference? Motel 301. Yeah. So this is the other trigger volume, right? So this should already be working. Okay, let me see. Is this the right reference in the level blueprint? Forest 2. Yeah, that's the right reference. Static mesh component. It's the same shit that I'm doing up here. Yeah. That's the right one. Actor begin overlap. Yeah, this is not the right material. Yeah, this is tall 302. Yeah, the one that has the translucency. Okay, Anthony says, I will post a video of my gaming development channel soon, but not soon. I want my video to showcase a lot of the game, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man, I know what you're saying. Just show whichever thing you want to show when you're ready to show it, dude. It has to be important, right? Not just for the sake of doing it. So I totally get what you're saying, Anthony. Don't worry, dude. No pressure. Okay. Yeah. The translucency, the opacity works here. Yeah, I may do something here. Yeah, because the thing that I don't like is the transition going from like the non-transparent shit to the transparent shit. But I may do a transition between 2 materials. right? That one is more translucent than the other. Yeah. That could be fucking stupid, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, awesome. What else? Yeah, let's keep going. Let's just block out things around here. So Anthony, I totally get you. Crasher, where did you go, dude? I'm always like, when someone comes to chat and they're like, how are you, dude? I'm all good and shit. What about you? And then you go, I'm like, what happened, dude? Are you alive? What happened? Okay, Hazef says posted the animation block out in Discord. Okay, dude, let's check it out. So this is Hazef's work, people, for an Unreal Engine game, but this is an animation in Blender that he brought into Unreal already into Unreal. I thought I was gonna look into Blender, dude. So let's check out the animation for the Ben 10 game. Dude, I like the UI. Oh fuck, what the fuck happened there, dude? Holy fucking shit. I like the UI, dude. That wheel UI and shit. And this is just the blockout, people. Yeah, this is just the blockout of the animation. Check it out. Fuck, man. Yeah. Congratulations, dude. It's looking amazing. It's looking like some epic shit happening here. I don't know how you're doing it, but it looks epic, dude. Thank you for sharing. Inspiring shit, dude. Yeah. We're gonna react to this one because it's fucking cool, dude. Jesus says, thanks, nerdy. Thanks to you, dude, for sharing it. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah. Dude, I wanna see this motherfucker walking. Yeah, the big ass version of it walking around the world like Godzilla and shit. Yeah, I'm always picturing shit before it happens. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have something there. Don't know what yet, but I'm just blocking shit out right now. I like the walking path of the rocks. Yeah, looks like an old walking path and shit. Yeah. Looks old. Interesting. Yo, Hazef says in due time. Yeah, no, I know, dude. No pressure. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's keep blocking out the bushes and the grass and shit. Yeah, so I am gonna figure out a better transition between those materials. Right now, this is just gonna be placeholder shit, like that translucent opacity stuff, because it's not like convincing me yet. Yeah, gotta keep working on that, gotta keep polishing that system. But anyways, we're just blocking out the layout of the levels so we can add those details later throughout the next weeks. Yeah, this is the drill, people. You remember when I started with this town? It didn't look like a fucking town. Yeah, this shit didn't look like this. You gotta block out things and shit. That's the process. It's a slow process. It's a dirty process and shit, but that's how it is. Things do not make sense at the start of the process, but you just gotta keep putting in the hours and then they start making sense. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one. I like these trees. These trees turn out to look cool. Yeah, this I thought I was gonna make this one in Crocotile, but I ended up making them in BlockBench just for the sake of figuring out how to make this type of trees like the ones that I was making in Crocotile. So I had a lot of fun making the trees. Yeah. We could add like some more grass here to the front and shit. Yeah, to the front of the trees. Jesus says having fun is key. Yeah, man. Having fun is key, whichever engine or tool you're using. Because if you're just like pushing yourself to use something that you don't really like just for the sake of using it because it's popular or more complex or more professional, you're gonna kill the fun of the process, dude. And why do we make this shit? For fun, dude. Yeah. We may want to make money off games, right, and shit, but like the main reason why you start making games, it's because you have fun playing games and you want to have fun making games. So yeah, dude, don't ever take the magic of the fun of the process. Okay, audio. Let me know if it's fixed. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know if it is fixed. Okay, fixed. Okay, dude, thank you. Yeah, was I having like the robotic voice? Was that the one that I was having? Or did it just stop? Did the audio just stop? Or robotic voice? Which of both? Some static. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Means a lot. Yeah, so what I was saying is that don't ever just go and work with a tool just because it's popular or it's the one that professionals use or not using shit. Go with whichever fucking tool you're gonna have fun with, because that's why we make games. That's what I was saying before we got the static and the audio. Yeah, man, making games is already way too fucking hard. So if you go with the tool you're not gonna like and you're gonna have fun, you're not gonna have fun in the process, you're gonna make it even fucking harder than it is. Okay, grass is looking cool. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're gonna figure out the opacity of that shit later and stuff. Yeah, anyways, let's just keep going, locking out stuff. Let's bring some of these bushes around here. Should I have? No, I'm not gonna have a fence there. Yeah, I was thinking about a fence, but no, these are like more like free walking pathways and shit, so we're not gonna have fences here. We're gonna have like the gardens, but no fences here. Yeah. Okay, what time is it? Okay, a couple of minutes to go. So if you're staying on Twitch, people, don't go, because I'm thinking GenkiDev is still live and we're gonna do a raid on Genki if he's still live when we finish. But I'm not leaving yet, so do not go. If you want to chat, if you want to leave a message, just leave a message on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching, or Kick, where we never get messages. Because Kick's discoverability fucking sucks. It's a good platform, but it fucking sucks. Genki, are you streaming, dude? Are you streaming? Did you stop streaming, or are you gonna still be streaming in like 12 minutes? Okay, awesome. Let's do this one. Genki says, yeah, I'm on. Okay, dude, we're gonna do a raid on you in a bit, so do not go, dudes. So people can go and hang out with you, see what you're working on. Also, Unreal Engine people do 2.5D shit. Yeah, so you should go and give GenkiDev a follow. Okay, I don't know what's gonna be here. We will fucking decide. We will fucking decide. So I'm just gonna block out the like the whole thing, the whole shit. I may do another variant of this tree with other color of leaves or other type of leaves. We'll see. The thing is that we already have the mesh. Let's try this shit. Yeah, let me fire up BlockBench. Let's try a variant of this tree, because we already have the UV set up with the faces. So I'm thinking it would be really easy to make a variant with other leaves. So where the fuck were the leaves of the other day? Let me go here into downloads. Yeah, vegetation. Yeah, we can make other trees. Let's try this one, the one that has like red shit. Yeah, so tree branch 14. Hesef says, I'll try to catch your stream next time, Genki. I'm exhausted. Yeah, dude, I get it. Hesef says, I actually need to go to bed, so good night, Nerdy and everyone. Thanks for coming, dude. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. And I get it, dude. You gotta like keep your sleep schedule. Don't fuck it up, dude. Don't fuck it up. Keep the momentum going. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one. Let's copy this one. Let's go into a new. Yeah, let's open up that texture. So this is mtol3. Okay, 60-second ad break on Twitch. Tol3, mtol3. Where the fuck was this one? Yeah. Yeah, okay, here it is. Let's open up this one. And let's swap the leaves. Because we already have the UV set up with the faces and shit. This is gonna be very easy, I'm thinking. Very, very easy process. So... vegetation, which is the one that I was looking for there? Vegetation 3 branch 14. Yeah, okay, let's go to downloads. 3 branch 14. We will see if these colors work. Let's see if they work. Who knows, they may not work. But let's just try it, just for the sake of trying it. Okay. It may work. I am seeing the leaves, and I like the vibes of the leaves. So I may delete some of this stuff. We may make this smaller a bit. So I'm just gonna copy and paste them and rotate them a bit. Yeah, let's swap them, I think. Yeah. And let's do a swap here. Okay, let's make this one smaller, I think. Yeah. Let's swap it horizontally and shit. Yeah, gotta be careful so we do not get like cropping on the leaves and shit. They look natural. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Nah, not yet. I'm gonna delete the leaves that are under there. Not yet, but in a bit. Okay, copy this one. Oh, not that layer, dude. Oh, fuck, dude, not that layer. This one. Okay, there it is. So, swap horizontally. Okay, there we have the leaves. Let me go into this layer and delete everything. Okay, check it out. We've got the leaves. Let's see if they work with another kind of tree. We may have more density on this texture, I'm thinking, but let's see how they look first. What the fuck did I do? I did a stroke, yeah, on this one. So let's flatten this one. Let's do effects outline darker green. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, this one. Let's do that stroke. Yeah, and let me try and save it. This one's gonna be told obj tol301. Yeah, ref tol3 leaves. Yeah, let's try it. tol302. It's gonna be this one. I'm not sure about these leaves yet. Let's see how they look in 3D. Yeah, let's see how they look in 3D. Okay, let's go back into BlockBench. So I just have to swap this texture, change file. Let's go into this one. Let's see how the tree looks. Yeah, nah, this one is not working. I knew it. Just by seeing the texture from the top, I knew this wasn't gonna work, so I'm gonna try another one. Yeah, let me see one of the other options. Yeah, it may be the red details that got fucking crazy. Yeah, when I made them lower resolution. So which were the leaves that we did before? I think it was these ones. Yeah. These ones are interesting, but let me try something different. Yeah, let's try these ones. Tree branch 10. Yeah, let's try those ones. Okay, downloads tree branch 10. Yeah, okay. Let's see this one. I may not need the whole branch. I'm thinking it would be way too big, but who knows? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna delete that layer. No, we're not gonna save this one. Let's open it up back again so we can have a reference of the leaves. Yeah, where was this? Ground bark, tall tree. I'm told 3. Yo, chat, where are you, chat? Don't go yet. We're not finished. We gotta keep talking about making games and shit. What are you working on? What tools are you using and stuff? Okay, where is this tall tree? I will fucking forget where things are. Okay, here it is. Awesome. Let's create a new layer. Yeah, the stroke was different. Yeah, the stroke was different for sure. Yeah, so we're gonna set this one up in a different way. Let me see. I'm gonna delete this part. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one could look interesting. This one could definitely look interesting. So let's do an outline. Dark outline and shit. Yeah, HSV. Still has to be green, dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think there it is. Are a bit darker. Just a bit. Yeah, okay, awesome. So let's duplicate the whole thing so that it covers the whole space of where the leaves are. Oh, fuck. No. Should I do it on another layer? I'm thinking, yeah. Okay, there they are. The new leaves. Let's see if they work. Let's just see if they work, if this is a stupid or not a stupid idea. I can see some tones that I don't like there, so I may go and fix them. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this tolerance. Yeah, no, that's way too fucking much. Way too fucking crazy. Yeah, this one's. Let's turn all of this into this dark green and shit. Yeah, contiguous enabled. Yeah, I'm just trying to swap out these like purple tones that are gonna look shitty. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix. But yeah, I think it's enough. It's not that much. I'm not gonna overthink it and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it. Just want to see how the other version of the tree may look. This has less density on the leaves, so let's see if the geometry may work in BlockBench. It may not work. If it doesn't work, I can move the faces and the edges and shit. That's the good thing about this. It's very flexible, very modular. Okay, tall tree export 2. It's gonna be this one. Let's replace it. Export. Go back to BlockBench. Ah, yeah. Yes, these leaves work. These leaves work. I forgot about the fucking tree bark. I'm fucking stupid. But yeah, these leaves work and they do look like a different tree. So this was not as much of a stupid idea as I thought it was gonna be. So let's save this one again. Tall tree 1, 2, tall tree 2. Yeah, let's replace it and let's go back into BlockBench. Yeah, check it out. It's different. It's got a different density. So I may have to move a couple of these faces closer to each other because of the density, but it does look like a different tree for sure. Yeah, just because of the leaves it looks like a different tree. Yeah, good shit. Let's see. Let's select all of these planes and I may change a bit of the geometry in this axis. Yeah, okay. Awesome. So let's bring this shit into Unreal. I'm gonna save this one as another file. This is gonna be tall tree 02. And tall tree, where are you, dude? This one's gonna be 02. So we don't like overwrite the previous one. So let's export the file. Export obj in tall tree 01. Yo, chat, so much silence. It's weird on this channel. When we stop talking shit, it feels fucking weird. We talk a lot of shit on this channel, so when people stop talking shit, I'm like, are you fucking alive, people? Am I still live? No, I'm still live. The connection is stable today. Okay, what the fuck was I gonna do? Yeah, tall tree. Anthony says people is working. Yeah, man. Thank you for responding, Anthony. That's really cool. It must be that people are locked in, just like me. So that's really cool, dude. Are you locked in right now, Anthony? Yeah, man. You are right. People may just be listening in the back, right? They're locked in, working, making their games, their art and shit. But it's fun, dude. It's fun to have the conversations, as crazy as they may be. Okay, where the fuck was this tall tree? Dude, where the fuck are you? Dude, I fucking hate Windows File Explorer. It's shit. That's why I'm using this one. The thing is that I cannot use this one inside other software. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Tall tree 02. Let's save up that one. Let's come to this folder. We're gonna trees tall tree 02. New folder tall tree 02. Okay, there it is. Let's import it. So how about you, Anthony? What are you doing just right now at this moment in Roblox Studio? Let's find it. Tall tree, where are you? Yeah, fucking Windows File Explorer, you are shit. OBJ and tall tree 02. Yeah, it's a different tree. It has very different vibes. Oh, 0.15 on the scale. What the fuck was this? Was this like the robot? Anthony says I am locked in. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, this is not the right scale for this shit. Yeah, these were the settings for the robot. So what was the fucking scale here? So yeah, let me see. If I like select this one, yeah, I know how I'm gonna like know which is which. So let's re-import with new file. Tall tree 01. It's 400 the scale, and we are swapping. Yeah, we're swapping the one axis to 90 degrees. Yeah, let me rename this one. This one should be M tall tree. Yeah, okay, there it is. So we'll re-import this one. We are going 90 degrees on the x-axis. Yeah, and 400 on the scale. So Anthony, if you're locked in, dude, just keep going, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Don't come and talk here. Just keep being locked in and doing your shit, dude. Okay, let's re-import this mesh. This one's tall tree. This one's 400. Yeah, these were the settings for the robot the other day. Because it was not OBJ, it was other kind of file that I was bringing from BlockBench called GLTF. Yeah, 90. Aha, there it is. This is right size for the tree. Yeah, this is the one. So check it out. This is how the mesh looks. Doesn't look that cool, right? But when we apply the material, that's when the magic happens. With the opacity, the translucency of the leaves and shit, all the lighting interacting with that material, that's when the magic happens. So okay, coffee stream but auto message 3 hours already. So I'm just gonna create this material very quickly. We're gonna apply it to the tree so we can see it, and we're gonna go and raid Genki Dev, also working in Unreal Engine pixel art and shit. So do not leave yet, people. Let's go and support Genki. Okay, let's create this one. Create material. This one's gonna be tall tree 01 matte tall tree 01. Awesome. And let's apply it to this one. I just want to see it before leaving. Mod tall tree. Fuck yeah. Yeah, text. Yeah, we've already have a tall tree 02. Yeah, let me rename this one. I'm gonna rename this one tall tree V2. I gotta like fix up all of this naming. I have some crazy fucking naming convention. Tall tree 02 V2. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, Nah, I forgot about the mask. So this one's gonna be masked, and we're gonna go with the alpha here. Let's apply it and check it out. There we have our new tree. It has different vibes. It has different vibes than the other one. The leaves look different. The coloring is different. Yeah, good idea. Trying some new shit. Yeah, I may do a bit of more saturation on that one. But it's looking cool. So people, let's go to the raid browser. Let's go and raid Genki. Thanks a lot for watching. Do not forget to come back tomorrow at the same time, wherever you are on YouTube or Twitch or Kick. Same time, I come every day. So we're gonna keep working on this game, Spaceman Memories. There it is in the pinned message in the chat. Do not forget to add it to your wish list. So raid browser, give me a sec, people. Do not leave. Let's go and do the raid. So Genki Dev is live. So starting a raid on Genki. Have a good night, people. Appreciate it. Really enjoyed today. Was a lot of fun. We figure out cool shit. The conversations were a lot of fun. So yeah, really cool. Have a good night, people. Okay, starting the raid right now. Couple of viewers starting to raid. So thanks a lot, people. Cool shit. Let's go and support